Long time no see streamer man Lil and partner, are y'all winning against the sickness?
Yo, I'm kind of winning against the sickness. I'm kind of winning. Don't listen to my voice too hard. I think eventually I'm going to come out on top. It might take a couple weeks, but I think we're going to get there. Just don't get down with the sickness. It's a trap. Here's my question. What exactly does the phrase "get down with" mean? Because I kind of thought it meant dance. Does it also mean have sex with? Like, if you're getting down with somebody, like, you're either on a disco floor in the 80s, 70s, I don't know. When did disco happen? The 70s? But if you're getting down with somebody, aren't you also, So if you're down with the sickness, are you partying with it or are you sleeping with it? Are you both? Pretty much anything can mean sex if you say it right/wrong. You're so right. And I'm so wrong. All right, Grandma, let's get you to bed. When was the disco era? Oh, hello, beautiful people of the internet. How's it going? Oh my God, it's been too long. Holy shit. It's been too long. Your life is entirely different. My life is entirely different. It's been like a week.
I remember when I had a 13 treat race lead. Man, those were the days. Anyway, what if I quit my job and go off the grid?
I'm into this idea. Hi, Carly. How's it going? Hey, I'm super happy to see you got a treat today. So things are so wildly different. Music is a little louder. It might be me. That might be me. Let me turn that down real quick. Here's something that's entirely different. I've grown a mustache. Super thick and super full. Super. Yep. Get your little into dads out. Get them out. That's true. Get them out. Hi, everybody. How you doing? Carly and Evo, thank you guys for the subs. 44 months for Evo, 36 for Carly. How does it feel to be second best, Carly? I'm just kidding. Gallup, thanks for the 40 minutes. Thanks for the 40 months.
Liland DAD.
Thanks for the hype train, you guys. Treats from Katila, Zuma, Carly, Cams, Danny, and Rosie. I'm sorry, Carly. I've missed teasing you. I'm just so happy to be back.
Bingus.
Bingus, or was that Dingus? Bingus?
Leland Hart.
Oh my God. Nobody has missed streams as much as these boys. Nobody has missed streams as much as these boys have. They just haven't gotten the same amount of treats, I'll be honest with you.
Double Dingus.
Double Dingus all the way across the sky. Hi, friends. How's it going? Hello, hello, hello. It's been a little while since I've seen you. Derek Kex with the sub. Thanks for the 14 months. Tony with 54 months. Thank you, thank you.
Smiley face.
Holy shit. Cal, thank you for the 3 months. Priya for 30 months of 30 months, tier 3.
How the months fly by.
Hi,
So
Luke.
happy to call myself a tiny part of this community.
Dingus, Bingus, Dungus. Thanks so much, Cal. Thank you, thank you.
Dungus.
It's kind of one of the lovely things about taking a little bit of time away from stream, either due to illness or whatever.
Hi everyone. Leland Hart.
I missed stream last week thanks to some sinus stuff and some viral stuff and some then some mental health stuff too, and then you come back and it's all hype because you guys are because everybody's got sub messages. So thanks. It's instant hype train. Exactly. How are you doing? I've missed you. How are you doing? What's going on in your life? What's new? I'm so happy you got to meet Redacted and Skong. I love them. I have a feeling I know what you mean. We're going to be very careful about any Silksong information on this stream. For me and for your sake. But, oh my God. Tony says, oh, I turned 27 last week. That's so incredible, Tony. Congratulations. Happy belated birthday. I'm sorry I wasn't streaming on the day that you turned 25. That's crazy. I'm so proud of you for finally being able to drink at age 21. Ryan, do we have cards to open this week? I think we have cards to open right now, actually. So how about that? I miss it too. Let's do it. We got cards. How about that? Ryan, can we do cards? I am nothing if not a man of the people. Just kidding. Let's do it right now. Let's do it right now. How are you going to be able to wait a whole week to play more Silksong? Here's the good news. The good news is this. I have a lot. No. Oh, thank you, Cams. Holy shit. Thank you, Rosie. Holy crap. Thanks for the hype train. Thank you, guys. Here's the great news. How am I going to I'm releasing 1 hour of Silksong, 1 episode of Silksong a week. I don't know if I'll be able to keep it to an hour. How are we possibly going to do that? I'll tell you how you were going to do that. I'm so goddamn busy recording 6 other episodes a week, I'm not going to have the time to play more than an hour a week. That's the good news. I'm booked full in the best possible way. We have like 3 weeks of cross country left, which is taking its toll in terms of my energy and my time management and my availability. And so I think it's going to work out really. And we started Majora's Mask, which is obviously amazing. We're in the thick of it in terms of blueprints, and I never know if a run is going to take 10 minutes or if it's going to take 3 hours. And we're living the dream. Truly, I think cross country is going to wrap up around the perfect time for me to maybe play a little bit more Silksong. I don't know when Blueprints is going to wrap up, but it's good. It's really good. It is a little rough I've been thinking about Silksong every day since I recorded the first one, and I can't play more until a couple days from now, but yeah. Yeah, we got some cards to open today. Ryan doesn't have to wait. He can save videos. That's true. If I do get extra time, I can just record some extra Silksong ahead of time. It's true. I caved in. I watched your Silksong video. After all, I'm glad I did and had nothing to worry about since you were still on the first screen of the game after 15 minutes. That was such a lovely Churum type comment. That was so perfectly Churum. So perfectly Churum. How are you guys doing? I want to open some cards. So I'm going to run a quick little prediction. And we can open some cards for some people, and we'll see what happens. But I want to hear what the best part of your last week is. What's been the best part of your last week? I hope you're doing well. The big news for me is I've been sick. I grew part of a mustache. And I'm playing Silksong a little bit and playing Majora's Mask also and playing Blueprints and etc. So best part of my last week is Silksong. My grandbaby is here? You mean visiting? That's awesome. Kids back in school, it's nice. I'm here for cards, but then Silksong will probably call me back. I started a lab position working with bacteria, and I absolutely love the people. I thought you were going to say the bacteria, you know what I mean? Oh, shit. Thanks for running the prediction. I was still in the process of setting it up.
The factory must grow.
Thank you. Thanks, Evo. The factory must grow, Falcon says. We must grow the factory. The factory must grow. Thanks for the hype train, you guys. Level 6. That's really sweet. We got packs. We got Luke, RuneSnips, Freya, Cams, Rosie, Freya. That's our order. We also have some other packs that we may open if we're feeling up to it, but maybe we'll just do these 7 and go from there. Also, Tony, apparently. Oh yeah, Tony. We'll get you in there too. 100% of people believe we're gonna get a full art, a pink, or a ship pack. Hi, Jade, like the color. Raise your hand. Here, I have a small poll to run in chat. Raise your hand if you have played Silksong in the last 4 days. My hand is raised. I know Tony's hand is raised. I know Elo's hand is raised. Rosie, Uzai, Tactical Flute, Churum, Catilla, Luke. Oh, Luke's hand is down. Snoo. I didn't plan to, but I gave in. Danny's played it. Oh my god, that's a lot of people. Okay, now hit me with a yes in chat if you have not played it, but you have seen content about it on your YouTube or your Twitch, like it's been recommended to you. Content has been recommended to you. It's literally taking over the world. It's taking over the world. And by that I mean nobody outside of the gaming world knows what's happening. I had to but in our little niche, it is truly taking over the world. It's crazy. And I'm so excited. The Discord thread is so busy, really? It broke Steam, which is insane. I don't want to name names, but I saw that comment from somebody in Discord being like, I'm sure Steam is ready to handle it, like 2 days before launch. And I was like, I don't know. I feel like if any game could break Steam, it'd be fucking Silksong. And then it absolutely fucking destroyed Silksong, or Steam. And Nintendo, Sony, and Xbox stores. In our niche little multi-billion-dollar industry. I know, right? But so I hung out with let's open some cards. Let's get Luke a card as I chat. I hung out with a good friend this weekend. My first ship pack. Wait, I did not mean to start a trade. My first ship pack, my first pink, a full art, a new GPU, and Justice for socks. I was hanging out with a friend yesterday. And he was like, how's streaming going? And I was like, good. It's a huge week in gaming right now. Huge week in gaming. He's like, oh, yeah? What happened? I was like, well, Silksong finally released. And it's been so long, he doesn't know how the website works. Listen here. That's Justice for Socks, Silver and Slot 2. And I was like, it's been a huge week. And then I said the next sentence as if I were delivering enormous news. I said, Silksong finally released. And he went, what? And I said, oh, the Hollow Knight sequel. And he went, huh? And I went, ooh, okay. So how to explain the indie phenomenon that is bug game to somebody who does not know gaming. Okay, so for 1,300 days, there's been a YouTube channel called Is There Silksong News? And it was mostly no. And all of a sudden, yes, out of nowhere. Me explaining this to my brother. Yeah, has anybody else had to explain Silksong in the last week? Because it's great. It's been really funny to me to try and explain it. Lucas asked me why everyone was a skeleton. I had to explain how they're all bugs, and he was confused. So an exoskeleton is. Final card. It's a lot of silver, Luke. I'm sorry it didn't go anywhere else from there. Like, one person in my life knows what Hollow Knight is, so it's been fun to be talking about it for the past couple weeks. Hell yeah. Luke says, that's okay. Lost in the sauce. Pretty please. We can get you a Lost in the sauce. For Rune Snips. I've been preaching the holy Hollow Knight word to no success. Socks of the Wild. I'm sure it's so annoying, right? I'm sure if you're not a Hollow Knight fan, it's so annoying.
I need some silk for my song.
It's gotta be. It's all like 100% people are going to wander in today in the next 4 hours and say, Ryan, Silksong. And if you're sitting there and you're like, finally, we're talking about breast milk again. Or like, finally, we're talking about like hamster porn again. And then we have to switch back to Silksong. It's going to be annoying. I know it. Final card. H to tell your wife. The cards are a little tame today. The cards are a little tame. I plead the fifth. I'm sure it's annoying. I'm sure you feel a little bit how I felt when the new Pokemon game released. What? All right, Freya, what do we got? Breast milk, finally. Compound interest, card gods. I'm not the biggest Hollow Knight fan, but I've been fine with. Here's the thing that gets me, right? We have to take a second here. If you're annoyed, I totally understand. I would be annoyed too. It sucks when something becomes so omnipresent pop culture that you can't escape it. You know? When my dad, a white rural man from the country roads of Indiana, talked to me on the third day since Michael Jackson died about Michael Jackson, I was like, Dad, I fucking get it. He was like popular or something. I'm over it. Like, the world goes on. The stuff keeps moving, you know? When something becomes so like unbelievably ever present that it just dominates conversation for forever, it is annoying. But hear me out. This one's special for a couple reasons. Indie game. It's like kind of amazing. We kind of doubted it would arrive, and it did arrive, and it cost $20. It's just like the you don't get that many like. It's like a win with that doesn't. It's like a win that doesn't hurt anybody, and that makes me so happy. How many like unadulterated positives do you really get in this life? Not a lot. This one is special because I care. Silk Song was so good. Why isn't there a Silk Song too? Now, how dare you? How fucking dare you?
80 quadrillion 435 trillion 758 billion 145 million 817,515 to the power of 3 plus 12 quadrillion 602 trillion 123 billion 297 million 335,631 to the power of 3 plus minus 80 quadrillion 538 trillion 738 billion 812 million 75,974 cubed equals 42.
It just kept going. It just kept going. P-Buff and backseating urge for cams. Incredible. Thank you so much, Ikelos. Thank you for the 42 months. How you doing?
Summer. Haven't been able to catch a stream in a while. Happy to be here.
Hi, Joshy Poo 64. Can we get some hearts in chat for all the subs? Thank you. Mars! Holy shit!
I don't even know if I have anything else to say at this point, other than, hey dude, how's it going, man?
Can we get some major hearts and major hugs in chat for Mars? Hi, Mars. I was just talking to Meg about you last night. I was going to send you a message, and then I fell asleep instead. So you're important to me, but I want you to know that you're important to me, but I also did accidentally fall asleep instead of sending you a message last night. So, like, you're important to me. How much does it say that I accidentally fell asleep before? It's not great, but you are important to me. I appreciate the sentiment. We love you, dude. Hope you're doing okay. How's it going? We're opening some cards here. We were talking about Mars in bed with Meg. I'll tell you one thing worse. I was naked. Yeah, I was naked in bed with Meg talking about Mars. So what? So what? Damn, the cards are tame. Okay, we got, oh my God, we got Cassie here as well. Oh my God, we got some packs to open. Hold up. I do fully get why it's exciting. I think it's super cool. Just that Hollow Knight didn't click with me, so I'll be selfishly more engaged when the topic changes. 100%. Absolutely. Understandable. We got a Tony over here. We got Rosie, Freya, Cassie, Gelif, Tony. That's what we're going to open. These 5. I started my daughter pretty early on Hollow Knight when she wanted me to tell her a bedtime story, and I spent 3 months recounting my first Hollow Knight playthrough in story form. That's a great idea. Wait a second. You can just, what's Rosie looking for here, by the way? Am I missing pieces? Spiritually and card collection-wise. Your kid asks you for a bedtime story. What do? You just repurpose a story from another medium. Don't tell them that you didn't make it up. Little into partners, by the way. Well, we're up to gold. Final card for Rosie. It's hard to tell a story with "and then I died again" so often. Okay, well. Mars, what's your schedule look like today? Are you teaching today? You have what's your Monday look like? Tell Elle about all the times you murdered a horse in Breath of the Wild. So Elle, you start off your journey and you're just a little guy at the bottom of a huge hill and you've got a boulder and you have to push it up the boulder. And then once you make it past this first section, all of a sudden there start being obstacles. And then all of a sudden the floor changes to ice. It's just me telling a 60-hour story about Game of Sisyphus. The reason I'm even here to talk to you is that Carly made me call in sick today. Aw. W friendship from Carly? I'm sorry you're sick / not feeling well? Lost in the sauce? Burnt marshmallows? Come on, Freya. Let's get something good here. Hamilton the Boar? Maybe it's even a shit pack. Hi, Jav. How's it going? Maybe it's even a shit pack? No! No. Teaching schedule entirely overlaps with your stream schedule? Yikes. Yeah, understandable, Mars. Understandable. That's a type of sick. Absolutely. Sick of doing it. Sick of working. Sick of it all. That's the type of sick. Absolutely. Sick of them kids. Sick of this shit, you know? All right, we got Cassie, Gelliff, Tony. That's what we're opening today. Cassie, Hearthian Headlights, Cult Immunity, Glorious Leader, and a shit pack to boot. Hero Rookie. Hamilton the Boar. Exclamation for us. We are into silver. Tongle. Little into lull. Dang, these cards are not having it today. Ooh. Ooh. Gelliff and Tony can pull us out of the woods here. Look at my sauce, by the way. Gelliff says, look at my sauce. Cards are stubborn. They're stubborn. They're brutal cards today. Look at my sauce. But silver and 2 always get your hopes up. Yo! The cards are just very... Yo! Mars. That's so sweet of you. Thank you, man. Can I have one, Ryan, please? Yes, and we'll even open it on stream right now. How about that? Since you're here. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for the 5 gifted subs. If you got a sub, make sure to say thanks. We're climbing a little bit. Card gods in gold. It's a villager day. It's a Minecraft villager day. All right, we got Tony then Mars. Battle of the mods. Who's going to get the better stuff? Who's going to get the better stuff? Tony with... Oh, sorry. Got to click here. Tunic. Yeah. Hyperactive Taco says thanks for the sub. Let's go. Let's go. I thought you said all the gifted sub packs were matched today only. Listen, I got a pack here already. I think there might be... I could be wrong about this. I think there might be a... It is September. I think there might be a little gift pack discount later in the month. I'm not sure. I need to look at that. Tony's got Little into Partner. September. Little into Lull. Tony, no pressure, but our entire hopes rely on you drawing the most common variety of card. God damn it. It all comes down to Mars. It all comes down to Mars. Thanks a lot, Tony. Surely my pack can't be worse than that. Don't set us up like that. Now it's going to be terrible. All right, let's see. Pre-stream Pergononaut. I don't even have a shit pack. Tony doesn't even have a shit pack. Meg rookie card. Making spaghetti. Mars is one of the people who was there for that conversation. One of the few. H to tell your wife, Mars, congratulations. Your pack is either as shitty as Tony's or it's amazing. One of the two. There's no other possibility. It's either as shitty as Tony's or it's shitty in an entirely different way. Come on. God damn it. That's 3 today. That's 3 today. That's 3 like constipated packs. Packs that were almost a shit pack, but just couldn't quite make it, you know, just couldn't quite manage it. Sometimes you got to drink a little coffee. Sometimes you got to like sip a little, you know, sip something with some caffeine. Get that fifth little poop running. Card gods frown upon us this day. Yeah, they said, no, you should not have done cards today. God damn. Oops. Sorry, guys. We have not worshipped them enough in August. It's been literally forever. It's been way too long. Way too long. They feel betrayed. We have forsaken them. We have forsaken the card gods. How many packs left ballpark in the season? I don't know. Ikelos, if I look, that's going to mean that I... You know what, Ikelos? I'll look. If I look, I've been avoiding looking because if I look, then that means that I know that I have work to do. It's not that I've been avoiding the work. It's that I've been overwhelmed at the thought of looking at how much at it. I can also look. What's that number divided by 5? There's about 120 packs left. Nope, that's not the right math. Double that, right? 250, I think. 250. 252. We're 80% of the way through the season. That's it. It's not a small amount of packs, but I should be working on season 3 and I'm not. So anyways, let's work on something else. I need to. It's not that I don't want to. It's just that it's one of those projects that I need to get going on and I just haven't been doing it. So yeah, absolutely, Mars. Absolutely. I saw that. We'll get there. We'll get there. I think it'll happen quicker than we think. Like, we're getting done with these packs. That does not include unopened. That includes, that does not include unopened. So it's still a good amount of packs. Still, you know, still a large amount of packs. Yeah. That's okay. I haven't been doing anything we've talked about. That's good. We can both feel guilty. All I'm really looking for in this life, shout out capitalism, shout out Puritan work ethic, and like, you know, some ingrained, frankly, some like ingrained misogyny and stuff. Like, all I'm really looking for in this life is somebody that I can relate to on how I feel guilty about having not done enough. Relatable? Relatable? I can get to the end of a like hard work week and be like, well, goddamn, I didn't get this thing done. Commiserate in procrastination. It's just that the guilt of the things you don't get done always outweighs the like relief of or pleasure of the things you did do, right? I don't know. At least for me. I feel that in my soul. You're the only person who feels that way? What an incredible comment. You are the only person who feels that way. The 3 partners really like drive that home. That's awesome. I love that. I love that. No, for sure, Luke. That's the generous read.
Tick tock, the countdown is getting closer to 1 year.
It is, and we need to get into some Satisfactory. Hi, Shammy, thanks so much for the 11 months subscribed. 11 months? Uh-oh. Speaking of 11, it's almost 12 months, which is a year, etc. Yeah. Sounds like executive dysfunction. Hello, nice to meet you. My name is Ryan. Hi, Sven, how's it going? Stop reading the comments so early. Listen, life is nothing but a constant battle. On our YouTube channel, life is nothing but a constant battle between the YouTube moderators working hard as shit to delete spoilery comments and me telling them, hey, I'm not going to look at the comments of these videos unless I get a little spicy and I decide I want to. Unless I'm feeling a little frisky and I want to read them before you've had a chance to delete them. Sometimes I feel a little frisky. The YouTube moderators are amazing. Can we get some hearts in chat for the YouTube moderators? Ikelos, Public, Cherum, Sven, Tony. I'm sure I'm missing some people. Killing it. Mods have it hard. Who am I missing there? I'm definitely missing somebody. Who am I missing? Jeff is on that list. No, not me. I said other. I know, but you're in there. You're in there like swimwear. Who else am I missing? K-Bell. Mars. Yeah, absolutely, Mars. It's crazy. They're on top of it. They're fast. They're fast as fuck. Fast as fuck, boy. You can look at the comments after doing one task as a treat. Ryan is an agent of chaos. I do think there's something to that. I do kind of like being a little chaotic sometimes. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I have so much respect for the mods. Yeah, shout out. Shout out. Here's a question, YouTube moderators, because I haven't seen anything, because I haven't looked. Have there been any Silksong spoilers? I know that Majora's Mask gets a lot, but have there been any Silksong spoilers? I feel like with this mustache, if I just trimmed it down really, like, just to the part right above my lip, I could look a little like the, like, pencil, like, Timothy Chalamet tiny little mustache. I kind of want a tiny little mustache. Just the bottom half, you know? I'm sure Majora's Mask does. Zelda fans need to chill. They're so excited, which is so good, but also... 2 comments for Silksong. Hell yeah. That's pretty good, honestly. I mean, how many... I mean, I don't know. The mods keep track on a spreadsheet. How many are we at for Majora's Mask? 100? Bye, Uzai. Thanks for being here. All right, so here's the plan for the day. We're going to play... not Silksong. We're going to play Satisfactory. Because I'll talk about why. We're going to do nothing but Satisfactory for forever. We've been playing it for a year. We're going to play it for another year. Just kidding. Another 10 days. I still can't believe it's real. I know, Mona. I know. Silksong's so new, most normal people haven't finished it yet or are busy playing it themselves. I have a Chrome extension that hides YouTube comments, and I love it. Hell yeah, dude. Does it just hide every comment? Sometimes I sort comments by latest to see how spoilery people get before they get erased. Having played Majora's Mask so many times, I refuse to spoil it. It's so fun to watch you struggle and then light up when you figure it out. Aw. Same, Mars. Same. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's do it. Let's open Satisfactory. You guys tell my voice is still not normal. Ikelos is at 20 hours? Wait, really? Wait, who is it that's not playing Silk? I thought one of the YouTube moderators is not playing Silksong. I Thought maybe that was Aikilos. I can never keep it straight. There's too many of you. There's too many people in this community for me to keep it all straight. You sound the tiniest bit nasally, yeah. Sven is not playing it. Okay. Churim is also not playing it. Sven and Churim. I can never keep it straight. I know Tony is. Oh. Steam says I'm at 29 hours. Oh my god, I did talk to a friend yesterday. We played some D&D and they were like, yeah, Steam says I have like 30 hours. And I was like, the game's been out for 72. And they were like, yeah, and I've been spending every waking fucking moment playing this game. Oh, okay. Crazy. It's crazy. I've never really been, I mean, I guess at only like one point of my life have I ever played a game so much. Like 10 hours a day. That was mostly Factorio right when I started playing Factorio. I would play it like 12 hours. I mean, I would play it like 14 hours a day probably. I don't know. I was losing sleep. Happens to me with each new Pokemon game playthrough. It usually in the first couple days. Can I just say, it's kind of really nice to have to play games a couple hours at a time. I guess this is a thing that I have never really like appreciated about this method, like games being my job. It's kind of really nice to have to play them. How do I phrase this? On the one hand, it is occasionally, this is such a first world problem to have, but it's just a fact of like being a little distracted. Like, because I am streaming while playing games, sometimes I'm a little distracted from the game in a way that maybe takes away from the game. I think we can all acknowledge that, right? There are probably like moments where I am less in... There's moments where I'm more, but there's moments where I'm like less like immersed because I am also having to talk or having to entertain or do any of that. On the other hand, every time I play a game, I like, you know, I've like had my coffee. I've like showered and thought like, okay, this is what we're doing today. Like it's on the other hand, it's like all of my gaming has been more thoughtful because I'm like sitting down and like, okay, what are we going to get out of this? Built-in way to take your time and savor the experience. It's true. Yeah, it's interesting. It's just an interesting little dynamic. It is really nice to be able to do it in chunks. I felt that with recording videos and such on them. Yeah, what is the ideal amount of time in terms of hours to play?
Hello, chat. My lunch break is different this year, and I miss spending stream with y'all.
Hi, Bitter Blue. Thanks for the 25 months. We miss you too. No worries, no worries. Let me hop into the game, then we'll keep this conversation going. Oh, hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Ryan. We have today is September 8th of 2025. On September 18th of 2024, I started playing Satisfactory. That means we have 10 days to beat this game in less than a year. Is that possible? I don't know. Are we going to try? Yep. We're going to try. So in just a second, I'm going to talk through what I think I need to do for my factory. But before I do that real quick, we were just having a conversation that I want to continue. What is the ideal amount of hours to play a game in terms of a chunk, right? Like, we're talking about Silksong right now where people are playing, like, 10 hours at a time. Is the ideal chunk, like, 2 hours at a time? Because at the end of a 10-hour session, you're definitely, like, cross-eyed and, like, tired and, like, bleary. Like, what's the ideal length of a session? I don't think the answer is as long as possible, and I know the answer is not as short as possible. But what do you think? That depends on the game a little bit? Sure, I'm sure it depends on how, like, mentally taxing the game is, or how... if it makes you sick, or if it's, like, It's like a shooter where you're like moving your mouse around like crazy. All right, so here's where we're at in the factory. We have power problems. We have an hour and a half until we're consuming more than we are producing. That's gray, yellow over gray. That's bad. I knew this would happen, but I was gonna do some work off camera between last stream and this one to keep the factory running and upgrade it all to Mark 6 conveyor belts and such. And instead of that happening, I had to stop because I realized that if I kept playing, we were going to have a power outage. So we need to go check on our power. That's a problem. It's not a good start on me trying to finish the game in the next 10 weeks is we don't have enough power. It's really not a good start. Obviously, game dependent, but I feel like 1 or 2 hours should be the target minimal chunk. Then you can string them together for days when you have the time. Yeah. I feel like the ideal pace to play a game is probably like 3 hours. 3 to 4 hour sessions day after day. You know? Did I say 10 weeks? I meant 10 days. Yep, my bad. 10 days. For me, I think it depends on the game. Some games I want to be slower experiences, but the new Pokemon games, for me, I enjoy the part of the cycle where I see everyone else playing it too. I like to be a part of that. Absolutely. That is definitely a thing you can miss out on. Basically, if I'm interested in the real-world stuff around the game, I like to spend a lot of time on it when it releases. But that's very rare. Yeah, I think the like... God, I wish I could build a teleporter. We can't do it yet. Look at our H over there. It's beautiful. I do think there's an interesting, like, one of the reasons to play a game a ton at launch is you're part of the, like, the cultural movement, the moment, you know? In 2 weeks, everyone you know will have beaten Silksong. Or stopped it, or gotten annoyed at somebody on Reddit about it, or etc., you know? Okay, this one is full. That one is also full. That one is also full. That one's also full? What the fuck? Oh my god, we're nearly out of storage. That's bad. So are all of you guys running, or what's going on over here? We need to... First thing we need to check and see is if all of them are running. You're burning fuel. Oh yeah, you're all running. Okay. Well, that's not good. That means we've just outpaced it. So... For some games, particularly an MMO type of game, yeah, that's interesting too, because an MMO type of game, like, your availability to play the game right at launch is like a huge part, or right at like wipe or something, is a huge part of the progress of the game. There's just so many ways to... It's funny to me, like, as a person who... Hold up, I need to figure this out. We're gonna have to do a lot more storage here. I think these are alternating. Like, even as a person with, like, a big, like, strong opinion about the way that I play games, like blind, without any extra info, etc. There's just so many other ways to, like, it's definitely still a super viable way to play a game if you're like, I want to participate in the discourse. Happens only in the week after it launches. Oh my god, 1 year until we play Tears of the Kingdom. Danny says, WoW was literally a second job for me for a long time. Now, when you say that, you said, not literally, I didn't get paid in cash, I got purple pixels. Do you mean you were like farming somebody's like? Wait. What do you mean? Were you like leveling people's accounts for them? Mark your calendars in pencil. You are most certainly blind most of the time. Listen. Yeah, do you mean it was literally a job, as in you were like... Or do you mean like I treated it like a job, aka I had like weeks where I was like, God, my performance this week sucked. My manager's on my ass. I was a raider. I had to do a lot to be raid ready every week. Danny, I have one 3-word question for you. Was it fun? Danny says, I got up. Yeah, exactly, Tony. Danny says, I got up early to do daily quests, grinding reputation. You know what? Let's go to the source. K-Bell, what did you think of your sister at this point in time? What did you think about Danny's? I mean, can we say, probably don't want to use this word super lightly, but because I don't know if it accurately reflects it or does not accurately reflect it. But what did you feel about Danny's WoW addiction? Finally killing a boss was amazing. Made it worth it. Ryan, are you aware that Carly is becoming a Pokemon Go high-end spender now? Carly, are you spending money on Pokemon Go? No judgment. Am I doing this right? I have no fucking idea if I'm doing this right. I don't remember. I did spend $8 yesterday to catch sharks. I can tell by the way that Mars is so happy to drag you under the bus here. As a person who I have given shit a lot before. Listen, Carly, I'm going to do for you what I never did for Mars. Which is I'm going to say... I'm going to completely absolve you of any guilt or shame related to this project. Do whatever makes you happy, Carly. It's so hard to come by whimsy and joy sometimes in this life. Do whatever makes you happy. Ryan, do you know how much I've spent on Go? Also, treat Mars as a cautionary tale. No, how much have you spent on Go, Mars? Do I want to know? Yeah, I think this is going to work. This is going to take care of our radiation waste problem forever, by the way. Thanks, Ryan. I got you. Ryan supporting Whimsy? I like Whimsy. Ryan, here's something fun. Is it going to be fun or is it going to make me vomit? I'll DM you. You react to stream without telling them the number. Deal. Okay, I am opening my DMs right now to see what the number is of the dollar amount that Mars has spent on Pokemon Go. Oh. I dropped my phone, Mars. Are you shitting me? Thank you for setting me up this way, because that is... because I would have been... I wouldn't have believed you if you typed this number in chat, and Mars, no! Mars. Mars. Oh, no. This moment is why I did it. No. What you're doing right now is you're being Danny. You're saying the moment we won the raids, it was all worth it. The feeling of accomplishment after all those 5 a.m. wake ups where I was downing Red Bull to grind my WoW quests so that someday I could defeat the raid. You're reverse like narrativizing it. I don't know what the word is. You're like I did that thing so that I could have this moment in the future. No. Ooh, I love you, Mars. Holy shit. Anything above $20 is a problem, to be honest. I love the response to that just being boo. 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 I think there's a lot of ways to respond to that. I think Iculos has picked one of the ways to respond to it for sure. One of the ways that I think makes a lot of sense, right? Like, I think it's really, really easy. I think one thing to remember in this conversation, Mars is like, please, dear God, Ryan, do not take it this way. Do not take this conversation in this direction. I think it's really, really easy to judge other people's entertainment choices. 100%. What they spend their money on for entertainment. I think it's so easy to understand in your own brain why you have spent the money you've spent on entertainment. Whether that be a lot or a little. Entertainment is weird. Entertainment is very weird. I think I don't know how you all feel about it, but one of the things I would say about entertainment, whether this is like seeing a concert, reading a book, playing a video game, buying a video game that you pay for outright at the start, or playing a free video game that you pay for with your time and attention or with your currency over time. Like, to me, the crazy thing about entertainment is that, like, when you really boil it down, it feels like for you, for the person experiencing it, it feels like the reason, like, in some ways, this is going to sound so crazily over the top, but, like, it feels like the reason to live, right? Like, it feels like the life substance, the, like, life-giving substance of life, right? And I think it's really... I think it's hard to, like... have conversations around it for a number of reasons. One of them just being that, like, entertainment is so personal and, like, I don't know. It's really interesting talking about anyone else's, like, spending habits relating to entertainment is a weird thing because you're kind of saying, how much do I think you deserve to have fun? And that's a hard conversation to have, right? A hard conversation to have. Yeah, it's like, how much money have I spent on listening to Spotify or watching Netflix over the years? And if I add it up, it's probably a big number. I don't think there's any number that's a problem unless you can't take care of your other needs and necessities. Spend your money on whatever you want. If you can afford it and you enjoy it, it's not wasted money. You do you. As long as I can pay all my bills and have enough savings to survive a couple years, I can spend money on entertainment for as much as I want. Some people spend $300 on Pokemon Go. Others spend $300 on VIP Weird Al tickets. Yeah, absolutely. Long-term subs to this channel is 100% a part of that conversation, Cal. Absolutely. That's an unnecessary conversation. What business is it of others? What I do, what I get up to, what time I get up to do quests if I enjoy it. Sorry, I misread your comment the first time. Yeah, I mean, I think so. I think it's also a little like... But I think like most pointing the finger at other people and... Like most times when people point the finger at other people, it's also like kind of related to insecurity, right? Like, I think probably every single one of us in chat right now, watching this on YouTube later or whatever, has something that they would feel a little shame about if they had to explain to another person why they spend money on it, or why they find it entertaining, or why they, etc., you know? Like why they engage with it, why they spend their time or attention on it. Whether it's like a dumb app on your phone, whether it's a dumb thing you've paid for, somebody, you know, abso-fucking-lutely, most of you in chat should feel embarrassed that you are subscribed to _indigestion on Twitch. If your parents called you right now and they were like, hey, I got access to your bank statement, WTF is twitch.tv/little_indigestion. And you'd be like, now listen. Breast milk versus drinking piss is an interesting conversation, actually. Listen, we all got stuff we're embarrassed by, and I'm probably the thing for a lot of you. Or at least I should be. But I think that makes it, that makes it easy or easier to engage in the like, I can't believe somebody would spend money on this, or I can't believe somebody would spend their one precious life on this, X, Y, Z. Exclamation Carly's mom. Once I explained the breast milk piss debate to my mortgage lender, they totally got it. You know what this conversation reminds me of, though? It also kind of has to do with, though, that conversation we had the other day about, like, how close are you to a friend? Like, how close do you have to be to a friend to have a hard conversation with them about something that they're doing that is, like, not good for them or etc. Because I don't know that the answer to the question of, like, when should you care about how other people spend their time, money, etc. related to entertainment. I don't think the answer to that question is never. When you should say something out loud about it, that might be more approaching never than when you should care about it. But I think if the person is close enough to you, I think if you notice that it is getting in the way of or negatively affecting their like mental health or their relationships with other people, and you are in a close enough relationship that it, you know. How much do you want to bet Ryan has fucked up this tower completely? Honestly, I would bet money that I have. Yeah. Do you guys want to bet right now? Let's not, like, actually put prediction money on it, like Shats, but let's bet right now. Do you think I fucked it up? Disbelief. Or do you think I have done it correctly? Belief. I'm also not done, so there's still a chance I have not done it correctly. Also, in order to tell, I'm going to have to go all the way fucking back up here again. I hope you're feeling better, Ryan. I'm feeling a little bit better, yeah. %, disbelief, by the way. I guess an interesting version of this conversation is, like, at what point... So when I have, like, Valorant downloaded on my computer, like, that's a pretty... I would say that's, like, a pretty good tell of how my mental health is doing. If Valorant is there, mental health equals bad. If I've played a lot of it in the last couple weeks, that's like a really good tell. So at what point does it become like Meg's, you know, not responsibility, but like at what point does it become her, like, you know, something she could do to be like, hey, I've noticed, you're playing it. All right, we're going to go all the way up to the top and see if it works. I don't think it works. I think I fucked up. If I'm back on League of Legends. Exactly. Exactly. So, do we think this thing works or what? Is this going the wrong direction? Please, dear God, no. What's happening here? That's full. Nope, it's working. I think it says 0 because there is... It's either working or it's not working, and I don't know.
Free will is a myth.
Exactly.
Factory must grow.
Exactly. Thank you. Nobody knows. How's it going? This one's moving. Oh, boy. Oh, fuck. I'm out of... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm gonna die! I'm out of filters. Shit! Hi, 4P2. How's it going? Welcome in. Welcome in. Okay, well, we're gonna need to make some of those filters. Ada said, do I need to explain how organic bodies work? No, I'm aware. I got it. Thank you. Thanks so much. I need a normal gas filter, which requires a little bit of fabric, which requires a little bit of mycelia. That Santa hat will be back in season soon. Nope, over here. Also requires biomass. Okay. Coming from the Valheim playthrough from YouTube. I had fun watching it. Aw, welcome in. That was just biomass, right? Yeah. Welcome in. Hi, nobody knows. Thanks for the 100 bits. Welcome. The factory must grow. The factory must grow. So, where I'm at right now is we are probably running out of power. But... Oh, let's go, Ikelos. Thank you. Here's. Thank you, thank you. We're running out of power, but we do not exactly know what we need to do to solve that. My thought is we just need more nuclear... It appears that we're making enough uranium fuel rods to maybe power an extra nuclear power plant. Maybe 2, I don't know. Either way, we should stamp down more nuclear power plants. To then keep those in running, we're probably going to need more uranium fuel rods. To do that, we're probably going to need... to do some other things, but I don't really know. We're just gonna start at the bottom and go from there. So this community is the best. Yeah, they really are. Absolutely. I'm not that familiar with this game. Do you get penalized for dying? I just basically have to do a corpse run back to where I died. Hopefully, that's all that I have to do. It's possible I will die to try getting to my old body because there's also radiation poisoning over there. But wait, I keep my gas mask. So never mind, we're good. I forgot. I keep that. Let's make as many of these as we can because we will need all of them probably. We're going to need a lot. So one of my thoughts is we may need to... We're going to need more power no matter what because we're going to have to ramp this factory up in order to get it done in the next... Whenever we get it done. We're going to need more power. We could go with better power. Instead of uranium fuel rods, we could go with, I think it's plutonium fuel rods. But to do that, we would need to research and then set up some other complex stuff, which I don't really... know how to do. So that might end up being a little difficult. We're gonna have to run there because we don't have the parachute. One of the things I would like to do though, I think to make both adding a nuclear power plant and adding a more uranium fuel rod making is to make a water drone. I know I've talked about that before, but I think I want a drone port that just delivers canisters of water everywhere. I think that will make it easier to add more nuclear power plants, etc. Everything. But I haven't seen the last few YouTube videos, YouTube episodes yet. What's been happening? Well, honestly, last stream, we kind of dicked around and did nothing, unfortunately. We kind of ran around. We realized that we have an enormous upgrade problem related to the lack of... So, like, if I want to make anything a Mark 6 belt, I need time crystals, and I really don't have very many time crystals. And time crystals require carbon. And coal, and I don't have a lot of that. So we kind of are just like, let's go to this. We got a little bit of like we need to work on our phases, complete phase 5, and all that, unlock stuff, but it's slow going. So. And then we just found out that we were out of power. Any good conversations? No new good conversations. What do you guys want to talk about today? Silksong came out and killed Steam. We could talk about Silksong. That's true. In news around our house, our daughter Elle has started... doing song requests, which is really fun. And by really fun, I mean it's driving me kind of fucking crazy, but it is really cute. Elle says ACs, which means please sing the ABCs. She also says row row, which means please sing row 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 your boat. It's also pretty cute. Okay, let's see how this thing works. Bye for a bit, chat. Sounds good, Luke. If there are items here, it can't be going that well, right? It's going down though. I don't know. I'm sure it'll work. We need to leave it alone because otherwise we're going to run out of power before we even get a chance to fix it. An hour left on our batteries. Roro has nothing to do with the Scooby. Ruh-roh, Shaggy. Okay, let's go ahead and... That was not zooping. Let's add a bunch more of these. Excited for the girthy episode of Majora's Mask today? Apologies for calling it girthy. Just kidding. I would never apologize for that. The superior way... Oh, no. Oh, shit. The superior way to drag belts is 100% to do it long ways. I'm here for the 10-day speedrun. It's a 10-day speedrun in which I will be streaming like 4 days. It's great. I don't think there's really any way we can make this work, but I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best. We'll see. Monday, Wednesday, Friday this week. Maybe I could talk Meg into like a weekend stream or something to give me a chance. I need to get up and go work in my shower, removing grout, but my princess just jumped into my lap. You said work in your shower, and I was like, dang, you got a waterproof laptop? How's that work? I did ask Spoiler Chat if they thought you could do it. How many of them said no? It's got to be all of them, right? It's got to be. Was it 100% of them? I would expect 100%. Building these is costly, but it's not crazy costly. It takes... Is that supercomputers? On the 17th, you do a 24-hour stream. Mostly disbelief. There's a few who think you might have a chance. The good news is I honestly think if we can get the major stuff done on stream, I can do off-stream stuff like compiling time crystals or something, you know? I don't know what the off-stream stuff will be. Like just letting the factory run in the background to make stuff. But we would have to be utterly sure that we knew what we were doing, and we're not, so... Hi, Futom, how's it going? Are you willing to leave the game running while you're not playing? Yeah, definitely. If you know, if we're in a good spot for that, then I would be willing. So, what do I do with this water for now? I don't think I want to do the old way. I think I want to... How much extra time do I have? Hour and a half, but consumption is going down occasionally, and it should go down because we should start filling some of the belts. So they should start to go off a little bit. Like we should get basically full on time crystal. Do I have the ability? It's going between 3 hours and like 0 time. 44 minutes. Do I have the ability to... do this the way I'd like? I wanted to make a water... water delivery drone for so long. I know you let the game run during Christmas. Exactly. During Fixmas, I let the game run overnight. To try and... to get the resources we needed. We should actually not hook this up just yet because we don't... need it. Evo, how's your week going? I guess it's Monday, but how's your Monday going, Evo? How are you? I heard some rumors, and by rumors I mean I saw confirmation because I saw a direct clip that Evo spent part of this weekend playing video games on a voice call using the "Hello, Princess" voice. And I just feel like the general population of this stream has been robbed by not getting to hear this voice. Evo, what is it going to take to convince you to do this voice on stream at some point? I just feel like we've been robbed a little bit. Check out the document I sent you. You expect me to read my DMs? Hold up. Let me read my DMs real quick. Oh my god, I love this already. Evo. Okay, never mind. All right, never mind that I asked. Never mind that I asked. That's a genius idea. That's so funny, Evo. Oh my god. Evo, is this a voice you've been doing for a while, or is this just like a new thing, or did I tell you, Evo, that my D&D character in my in our current campaign does that voice? I play a wizard who does a princess. Okay, so you have power now, yeah? You have power? Doing it for the dinguses, at least for a while. I posted a picture of my princess in the pet channel on Discord. Lucky for you, I happen to have the pet channel open, or the Discord open. Oh. Is your cat's name Princess? Or are they just a princess? So we need water is the problem. We need water and we need it quick. They added a fedora to Peak, and I jokingly greeted the dinguses with it a few times before doing it for the entire session. Here's my question for you, Evo, because when I'm playing, oh my god, I have trash in my inventory. When I'm playing D&D, I very quickly realize that the dingus voice, sorry, not the dingus voice, the princess voice is kind of hard to do for hours at a time. We're going to save and reload because I'm a little bit afraid that my suit is bugged and Is that voice a reference to something? It's a reference. Save yourself. Don't look it up. No. You should look it up. You should look it up. So it's a person on TikTok who is sort of like laying forward. Let me see if I can recreate this for you guys. Laying forward, head on hands, saying, wearing a fedora, saying, "Princess, daddy bought you your favorite wine, princess," etc., etc., etc. And then very occasionally, and this is the part that I can't recreate super accurately, they will clap. I'm gonna fucking pull something. They will clap their feet together behind them. For emphasis. Ryan Foot live on stream? Occasionally. Very occasionally. Feet for free, but only occasionally. So here we're going to need a packager that I think like right there. This is going to be water canisters in. This is going to unpackage water. We're going to have to figure out what to do with the empty canisters. But it will then drag into here. So how much water does this use per 50 meters cubed? No. 240 meters cubed per minute. Isn't this like 1200? Mark II? 600. The fuck? I thought the voice I did was better, but whatever. Oh, the voice you did, Carly? Meaning me? Meaning Evo played Princess and Carly played Ryan the streamer? Yeah, I like that voice too, actually. Oh my god, I just looked it up. Holding the wine bottle and the toes took me out. I'm a little flattered, Carly. I would say I'm mostly flattered. I don't exactly know how this works. I'm a little confused. Does this take so much water? It's under power. Isn't that funny, Mona? It's a very cursed thing on TikTok. Absolutely a cursed thing. Meters cubed? Oh, sorry. I probably should have said cubic meters, huh? Chat, front seat question. Does this mean that each nuclear power plant consumes 240 meters cubed of water per minute? Cubic meters? Front seat question, yes or no? This in the bottom left hand, right here. Yes, that's a lot. Shit. I don't know if this idea is a good one, the way I'm trying to do things right now, then. Because one of these packagers is going to have to take... But 2 packaged water... It's not worth it. I need more drone ports than I have. It's not worth it. I think I have to continue doing it this way. Guess it's a good goddamn thing I built this over here. Interesting. Interesting. I don't really know what to do here, but... I guess this is working okay. Speaking of videos, have there been fun character voices in Majora's Mask? I love the voices Ryan made up for the other Zelda games. No, unfortunately, I've kind of been unable to do them because of my voice. I am kind of hoping to get to do more. I had that thought the other day. I have not really done any voices, and I hope that's not disappointing any people, but I have not been able to do them. I'd love to bring it back, though. I did do a couple voices for Silksong, though. Just a little bit, not a lot. I think. I can't wait until you beat the game. You should do an entire stream of reacting to the builds of others that we send you to check out. Yeah, I think we're going to do something like that. I don't know exactly what it'll look like, but some sort of, like, what are other people doing when they play this game kind of situation. Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited to see. I mean, I'm excited to finally get to leave the blind playthrough part of this game and enter the, like, how are people engaging with this problem or this this part of the game. Okay, I unplugged one of you, but I don't remember which one. The one that's red. Figured it out. There we go. Okay, so then we need pumps for all you guys anyways. So pump leg right here. Gonna go try a dance class tonight. Have fun. Yo, nice, Ello. Have fun. Talk to you later. Thanks for being here. All right. Plug you in. Plug you and you. That should be all of them going, but I don't know. These have power shards in there to get 200 meters cubed per minute. We don't actually need 300 a minute, so it's a little confusing why they are. This one doesn't have any. What did I say they need? 300 per minute? We should probably save a power shard here. Go 2. I think that'll work. Oh boy. Okay. So no fuel, but you do have water. So I think we can start hooking you guys up. Let's try it. Oh, this is a smart splitter. I did not do smart splitters here. No, I did. Okay, good. Let's make sure you guys are burning. Oh, yeah. Production just went way up. Let's go. All right. What do you guys want to talk about today? What's new? What's good? This buys us a little bit of time. It doesn't buy us stuff forever, and we're frankly going to have to go immediately check that we're producing enough uranium fuel rods. But any cross-country stories? We had a good week last week. No meets, which meant we got to spend a week just kind of focusing on running. Any good stories from cross-country? Oh, yeah, we're stockpiling. This is very good. Not really good stories. I mean, we're having some like some good like come to Jesus moments. Like it's the part of the season. There's only a couple weeks left, so kids are starting to realize what this. You know, they're finally like coming into the like. It's time to understand what they. They're finally understanding what the sport is kind of about and what the season will look like. They have their like feet underneath them. They know what the week will look like week to week. Bye, nobody knows. Yeah. Thanks for being here. I don't know of any particularly interesting stories off the bat right now. I painted some doors this weekend. What are you painting doors for? Okay, this is but a mere band-aid, though. I feel like we should do more. I feel like we should chuck. Our goal here is, like, make the power that we can use to beat the game, then we have not done it. Done with my mountain of laminating, so I gotta go. Bye, friends. Bye, Bitter Blue. My friend bought new exterior doors, wanted help to paint them. Her current ones are rotting because it's an old house. Gotcha. What color did you paint them? Did you do something fun? Was it like a boring old like white or black or? you have a game plan for getting the tier 5 components done in time, or is it winging it and hoping? Oh boy, not only do I not have a game plan, I also don't even really have a hope of winging it. I would say I have neither. How about that? My thought is this. Actually, let me read this comment first, then I'll come right back to that. So I took my day off. I do unfortunately still have 30 rough drafts to respond to. Go for it, Mars. Yeah. Take care of yourself, dude. We love you so much, Mars. I was so happy to be able to see you today. I've missed you too. Bye, Mars. Bye. Winging it and hoping is more planning than Ryan generally does. Like I said, I'd be lucky to be able to wing it, and I'd be lucky to have a hope. I don't think I have either right now. At this exact stage, I would say what I mostly have is a feeling of depression about how much ramping up we need to do. I feel like everything I've seen in the game has been, like, not going fast enough, kind of. Relatable king. So I'm like, oh my god, we're not making enough computers because we're not making enough of this other thing because we're not making enough of this other thing. Oh my god, nothing. We're making enough of nothing. So that's a problem. But my plan right now is this. If we can get a ton of excess power, then I can just spend time at the factory, getting everything. It's kind of like the new, the same old phase plan, which is get any upgrades that would be useful for the building of the rest of the phase, aka Mark 6 belts, Mach 6 belts. Get the power to and the resources to allow yourself to build those things, and then go stand at the factory and build floor upon floor upon floor upon floor to add new items, just a little bit of each item to the thing. Once we've done that, everything is being made, then we've unlocked all the milestones. Then we can be like, okay, what is it going to take to hit these objectives, these deliverables to the factory? Yeah, there's some potential like problems with that. One of them being, I think I would really benefit from having teleporters. I think I would really benefit from having way more time crystal production, especially I would really benefit from my entire bus being Mark 6 like belts and stuff, but I don't really know that I have the time to do that and like without just sacrificing like 40 hours to. It's one of those things like this that would be nice to have, but I'd spend 40 hours getting something that's nice to have, you know? Then we can finally start playing the game. Exactly. So I don't know. My thought is kind of, I'm also trying to sit here and be like, what are the things that I might do off stream to give myself a better chance if I get any extra time? Probably the like upgrading everything to Mark 6 and making sure we have enough time crystals and stuff. But on stream I can like figure out new builds and stuff. I got a citation from the city. I have to replace my old garbagey fence. Honestly, fair. It's garbagey. I just wanted to save up more before I did it. No, that's a bummer. A big bummer. Carly says, how's the Critical Role watching going? It's going well. I am like 95 episodes into Critical Role Campaign 1. I finished Season 1 of the animated show, which was awesome. Yeah. I'm going to be caught up on C4 by the time it starts here in a month, right? Absolutely. Being an adult sucks sometimes. Oh, dude. Megan and I had a conversation the other day about how we need to have a weekly meeting where we can just be like, all right, what is the scariest thing looming over our head in terms of like our adult to-do list, and how do we tackle that one thing? this week. And I was like, God, this sucks. This is terrible. Okay, we're still keeping up so far with... We're down to 16 filters. Still keeping up with uranium fuel rods. Power should be relatively good. Power's good. Are you going to start C2? Are you going to start C2 before C4 or probably not? I don't think I'll be that close, honestly. I don't think... Oh, don't do that yet. I don't think I'll have made it in the next month. I don't know that I will have finished campaign 1 of Critical Role. Maybe close, but I don't know if I'm going to watch C4 or C2. Like, I don't know if I'll watch C2 along campaign 2 alongside campaign 4, or if I won't have the capacity for that, or I don't know. I really want to start campaign 2, but then goddamn they start Brendan doing Critical Role too. So, Ryan, did you watch the latest Game Changer episode? I sure did. I sure did. Holy shit. It was awesome. Shammy says, I guess one of the most challenging things is you don't know what you don't know from what is yet to come. So understanding how close you are or aren't is difficult. Shammy, that is, I would say, the most difficult part of blind playthroughs of certain types of games. And this is one of those games where it's like, just having a conception of what is coming would be so fucking useful. And I certainly don't have that. It's like hard to overstate how useful it would be to have an understanding of what is coming. Did that not work? Is that too far? That'll work. I thought that was with regard to adulting. I guess that is too. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that was with regards to adulting. It's all ugly, but it's okay. I said it was okay, and so it's okay. It's actually less painful to put these together if you just don't care how they look. So that's nice. It's really not bad putting these machines together if you just are like, I don't give a shit. I feel like we might run out of space, though, eventually. I thought my first save of this game was 90 hours long. I was still in phase 5, but in my second save, I finished the game in 40 hours. Those are both remarkably fast, though, right? To me, that feels remarkably fast. Did you guys hear that? You're putting the ass in aesthetics? Hold up. Did you guys hear that beeping noise? I did not? Hell yeah, brother. Yes? Oh, shit. Okay. Mixed signals here. I tend to play factory games a lot less blind than my normal games. Oh, absolutely. And nothing wrong with that, I think. Ryan, what was the last time you played a Roller Coaster Tycoon game? I would watch that. I mean, I played Roller Coaster Tycoon I don't know that I've actually ever played it. I watched my friend play it once years ago. Like in 2000. Yeah, Carly has been trying to convince me to play Planet Coaster, which I think could be a lot of fun, honestly. But Carly's the one who's suggesting it, so I'm like, you know. But like, other than that, I'm on board. Okay, let's hook this up and see if we can't. Fair? No, it's not fair. It's unfair, Carly. That's the point. It's unfair. I'm being purposefully unfair. It's not cool. Don't accept this shit from me. Oh, I didn't power you up. Fuck. Ryan wants to fight, not bully. Yes, I'm bullying you because I hope you'll push back. You know. It's a very it's a real it's a real above board bullying tactic. Okay, so we're producing 44,000 when these are all on, which is not all the time because I think we're probably running out of uranium fuel rods and water. That's why we're running out of water, because we don't have enough shards. Shit. So we don't have enough shards to power these things. Do I have any slugs in my inventory? No, I do not. Meaning we need to go get slugs. Great, we can do that. So here's where we are. We have built a bunch of nuclear plants. Hopefully enough nuclear plants to maybe take us to the end game, like probably around 45,000 megawatts worth of production. However, they're not all completely running all the time. We need to probably double check that we're making enough uranium fuel rods. We also need to get power shards in some of these water extractors, water pumps. So that is what we're going to go do. I'm just going to assume for now that my waste tower, my fucking terrible waste tower of radiation is working. If it ever stops working, we'll find out, because it'll completely break our entire factory. So what I'm going to start doing is just going to find some power slugs, and then we will... Then we can go work on uranium fuel rods or something. So yeah, that's where we're at. I played so much OG Zoo Tycoon growing up, I should really try some of the newer games. I guess my question is, what's the best, like, Tycoon-like game? Planet Coaster, one of them? I think it was Roller Coaster Tycoon that was on the, like, PC back in, like, Windows 98 days. Like, you kind of looked like you were playing in Microsoft Paint, is how I would describe it. Like, the graphics were not amazing, but nothing beats the OG. Really? Can you still play the OG, or is it like lost media? I mean, that was 20 years ago, 25 years ago. Probably more, right? Probably like 96 or something like that. Okay, where are the power slugs? Where are the power slugs? 5 in this tower. Okay. What about this tower? 69? That's way better. Let's go north. There's 69 power slugs over here, you guys. Big fan of the OG Roller Coaster Tycoon games. There's multiple. $19.99 is what I'm seeing. Okay. Right here. Power slugs? Hello? slug. Power slug. Did I just hallucinate, or were you singing something to the Where Is My Hairbrush song? No, you were not hallucinating. Absolutely not. Oh, is this the one that's fucking bugged? It's like in the water or something? I think this is the one that's bugged. I think I tried to find this and it was like in the middle of the lake and wasn't working. Nah, Tony, my life right now is singing things to Miss Rachel songs and or... We haven't shown L VeggieTales, but I don't know why. It's on my mind. Basically what I'm trying to say is my brain is just in a, like, children's song mode at all times. We can't drive in the car without L being super upset and wanting to hear something that is... What's up there? My daughter keeps singing something from Golden from K-pop Demon Hunters. So many good songs. I hear that. I hear that K-pop Demon Hunters is good. Uh-oh, that didn't work. I'm dead. I am not dead. Never mind. I'm alive. Haha, barely. I hear Miss Rachel at night as I'm trying to fall asleep. Nope, nope. That's a ledge. Let me walk here. Let me stand here. Please, please, please. God damn it. I'm dying. I'm failing. I'm dying. I'm failing. I'm dying and I'm failing. I need to get to the top of this thing. That looks like a little ledge, like this. Go this way first, I guess. Jump from here. Are you shitting me? Fuck me! Good thing there's no survival prediction going. Oh my god.
Definitely grow on trees.
Well timed. You timed that perfectly. Bye, Minty Cuppa. God damn it. I can't believe I died. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. Whoops. Oh well. Okay. Now I just have VeggieTales stuck in my head. Dang it. Okay, here's a hypothetical question. If you had to teach a young child to not listen to like if you had to wean them off of children's songs. I'm not saying we're going to do that right now because I don't think we're there yet, but maybe someday. A guy can dream, can't he? What would you choose to do your, like, weaning? Like, what do you choose? What is the music that you create? I would prefer Megan not hate me. What's the music that you think has the highest chance of getting a kid to latch on? System of a Down? I've never been metal in my entire life, and it took fatherhood for me to get there. From actual artists, I was thinking like movie scores. I do think the pipeline is kind of like, I mean, I think like Disney music is kind of the pipeline, but where do I go from there, you know? I don't have my thing. Okay, this is gonna suck. We have a tiny bit of jetpack, so we're gonna have to use the jetpack to keep us alive here. Whatever my parents liked is what I liked as a kid. Oh, that did not really work. All right. We have like 0 jetpack power. Beatles and the Beach Boys. Yeah, I mean, Beach Boys is definitely our in our wheelhouse right now. I feel like maybe Queen, like lots of just like big dramatic, you know, like ABBA. For some reason, like classic rock, like Queen or ABBA, is kind of on my thought process, you know. But maybe I'm sleeping on like Weird Al, you know. Maybe Weird Al's the play. My dad once made me a mix CD. I thought I was so cool listening to grown-up music when I was like 7. I mean, let's not like, you know, let's not lie. I think one of the like true markers of adulthood could be you getting to decide what you listen to and what you like in terms of music. Like, I think it's honestly one of the coolest moments of like young, I mean, you know, of like maturing. Not that you're an adult, because you're not yet, but oh shit, I'm out of power. Like, definitely. I think those are some of the most, like, it just feels so important the first time you get to, like, decide what's on the mix CD, you know? Was I on the thing? Shit. I burned a mix CD, when I was like 8, that had the most random country songs on it. Oh no. I don't even know if I have ammo. Do I have ammo? I have 20 ammo. Mix CD is something half of chat has never seen. Probably true. Oh my god, we made it. Let's fucking go. Right there, I can see it. Blast that EDM music so L's ready to rave. I really think listening to music you like is the key so that you don't get stuck listening to music you don't like. Yeah. Makes sense. Where exactly is this thing? Shouldn't it be like right here? There it is. This is a completely inconsequential question, but is L as a fake name? Is it L as a fake name, E-L-L-E, or L as an initial / fake initial? I've never known which to use. You can truly use either. It is some mix of those for sure. It's kind of beautiful. It's yeah, I mean, you can use either. When I say L out loud, what I'm picturing in my head is E-L-L-E. But I like that we have H for Meg and L for, you know, L. So it can be letters, it can be whatever. There's one right there. Good. What's the easiest way up? Overlord for short. Exactly. Chat uses a mixture. Exactly. And I'd never be like, hey, you're doing it incorrectly. I don't care. Why is it H for Meg? Because in the video game Stanley Parable, there is a moment where it says, press H to tell your wife you love her. And Megan, when playing the game, really liked that moment. And so we started pressing H on stream to tell my wife that I loved her, that y'all loved her. And that's the whole story. I thought L was for Ryan. Bazinga! Bazinga. Bazinga! Yeah.
The Black Eyed Peas can sing us a song, but chickpeas can only hum us one.
Hummus. Hummus. That's pretty good, Geek. I like that, actually. I've never heard that before. Hummus. Thanks for the 9 months. How you doing? Yo, hi, Nari. How's it going? How was your work day today? Did you get up super early? Where is this fucking power slug at? Down? Probably down. Down? Ryan, you know something crazy? I've seen a few pictures of Elle. It looks like she still has pretty short hair. She does. Emma has so much. I know. Tony, it's crazy. Elle has so little hair. It's... Oh, shit. Where is it? Yeah, it's weird. It's, there's one right there. One, like, down here. Right there. Yeah. I kind of wish it was getting longer. Although we play a fun game right now, which is that Elle wears a lot of like kind of neutral colored clothes, and it is wild how many people assume she's a boy. How many people will be like, "Oh, he's so cute." I'm like, "Yep." Every single time, I'm just like, "Yep." I think I've corrected maybe one person, and not in a like correcty way, but in a like they said that and then stayed around and started asking questions like, oh yeah, well she's, you know, this old. It was so early, but I'm free to relax now and nap later. Let's go, Nari. Planning the nap out already. Let's get it. Let's get it. What time do you have to wake up, Nari? I saw our neighbor this morning. Their 2-year-old has less hair than Emma does. Wow. Got to be a ton in this area. We really have not explored this area before. In terms of power slugs. I just saw one. Yep. When they're little, you need the pink/purple or bow/headband to make it obvious. Yeah, exactly. But you know. Which I know you're not saying, but like on the other hand, I get tired of trying to make it obvious, you know? I'm like, this ain't even my like gender representation, and I'm tired of it. She's got some very fucking cute pink outfits and purple outfits, and also I'm like, this dark green outfit is my favorite. And I think it's probably straight up from here. Gender's a construct. And people's confidence in gendering is also a construct and greatly outsized. I'm lost in the woods. I'm lost in the sauce looking for a power slug here. I don't know where it is. I'm basically incapable of napping. Really? Chat, would you say you're capable or incapable of napping? I can nap. It's like occasional, but I can nap if need be. Like if I go a night without good sleep, I'm you know, that day if the opportunity arises, I could probably pull it off. In a pinch, I could nap. I'm so capable. All right, I was up at 4:15. Woof. Dang, we're finding cool little areas again. This is dope. Is this that little thing the lizard doggo thing? It could be. Oh, I see it. I was gonna say, I see it through the floor. Oh shit, that's a spider. Okay, we should probably just, we're gonna need more power slugs. So we should probably just grab the ones we can see while we're here. It just makes sense. I can nap anytime. It's kind of a problem. It fucks up my sleep, but fatigue gets so bad some days. Also, hi chat. Hi, Hope System. How's it going? That way somewhere. Yeah, this is the lizard doggo cave. 100%. Right there. I see it. I see it. I see it. MK's lurking. Sounds good. I'm able to nap, but I don't much anymore now that I have an adult job and not in college or something. Yeah. I mean, I think most people's ability to nap is just a scheduling issue, frankly. A lot of times it's like, could I? Probably. Do I ever? No. Don't have a chance. Not for me. I am one of those people who I think naps are great, but I also like I'm kind of in the boat of like, you know what's better than a nap most of the time for me? Not napping, but then sleeping like a fucking angel at night, you know? Like lasting out the nap and then getting an amazing sleep at night tends to be like, oof, the choice I'm making. Not for everybody for sure, but works out for me. Okay. We have a small amount here, probably decent. I'd say let's get out of here. Let's make them using the summer sloops so that we get more and get out of here. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. You fucker! God damn it. I don't think we're beating this game in the next 10 days, that's for sure. Oh boy. Getting a weighted blanket helped me sleep faster. Really? I kind of struggle with a weighted blanket, TBH. I do benefit greatly from progressive muscle relaxation, though. That shit works on me for sure. Are you still going to continue playing until you beat it? I would say at this point, Satisfactory is probably my plan. I want to beat this game. I think it would behoove me to just focus on it and beat it. At some point in the next week or two. Hopefully. Weighted blanket helps keep me asleep. Interesting. It stops you from tossing and turning kind of thing? Or... I feel very lucky in that I have not generally had trouble sleeping most of my life. I have had trouble, like, getting enough sleep when we have a baby in the house. Not recently, thank God. But, like, given the opportunity to sleep, I sleep, generally, with few exceptions. A little bit of anxiety-related problems at some points in my life, but mostly not. Oh my God, we did the same thing where all we have is the jetpack with 0 fuel. I need to remember to grab fuel. Oh shit, where did we die? Did we die up high? I don't even remember. No, we died on the beach, right? On the beach, but also up high. Fuck. It's gonna be a pain in the ass. If I die right now, I don't lose anything, right? Nope. All right, see ya. I was on purpose, by the way. I just had to pop in because I laughed so hard at the comment about wind bombing in today's episode. Iculus, I made that comment for you. I promise. I thought of you when I made that comment. Good. I'm glad it gave you a laugh. Evo says, I'm not sure what it is, like if it's specifically movement during sleep. But I used to have issues where I'd constantly wake up repeatedly in the middle of the night, and that doesn't happen as much with the weighted blanket. Gotcha. That's great. I mean, hey, anything you can do to figure out how to get more sleep, that's a big positive. Hi, Jeff. How's the factory production today? Factory production is pretty ass because I keep dying. But we'll get there. Slowly, surely, stubbornly. We've made a shit ton more power, and that part was easier than I thought, so that's good. That's a big win. The rest of it is probably going a little slowly, but that's okay. I wake up numerous times during the night, but that's just age and needing the bathroom. I will say I am starting to get the effects of that, Shammy. Where the odds of me making it through the night without peeing go down and down. And I'm not a fan. Not a fan. Looking forward to the rest of my life of that problem. In college, part of the reason I'd wake up repeatedly is because I was scared of falling off the lofted bed, but I had no chance of moving around with the weighted blanket. Yeah, true. That's minimize that fear. How many times do you get up in the night to pee, chat? Oh, that's a spider. Fuck. Zero to 1. I'll start taking damage because I don't have any filters. Yep. Shit. Fuck. It's fine. We're just going to grab a couple things on the way over there, you know? What was that? Oh, that's a spider. That's for sure. Tell by the sound. Oh, that's another spider. Fuck me, dude. Get me out of here. Where is it? No, that's the fucking spider. I found one. Oh my god, I'm out of ammo. This is so bad. I can't grab that. Oh, yikes. Okay, just let me leave. I don't even have any ammo. I forgot. Victory. Sweet victory. Driving, I have to stop every hour to pee, though? Really? Oh, hello. Yeah, I'm like a 0 to 1 kind of person, generally. I will say, one of the best parts about, like, running a lot more is when I'm running or training more... Oh, there's another one right there. God damn. Should go get that. Sleeping at night is not hard, and I also think I have to pee less in the night when I'm, like, training for something. Red Forest at night with no ammo, you're braver than I am. In my town, we call that stupidity. I'm just stupider than you are. Don't worry, I'm not braver. There's so many things around here, though. Oh, yeah. Yeah, brave is not the right word at all. Oh my god, I remember coming to this area for the first time. I want a jetpack like this in real life, dude. Courage and stupidity share a very fine line. Yep. On either side of a very fine line. Is that perhaps because running helps your blood be more oxygenated and thus you're able to relax more? I don't know. Oh no, that's bad. That's gonna kill me, right? Yep, that's gonna kill me. Fuck, I gotta run. Oh shit. Fuck, 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 fuck. That's not a thing we can outstand. That's just a death. I think it's probably just the, like, your body craves the, like, the deep... craving is a non-scientific word, so probably not accurate, but... I think running in particular, as in terms of the endurance sports, is really hard on your body. Like, it's a high-impact sport. I think it just, like, is very quick to encourage your body to rest hard. Is it up here or no? I don't remember. Probably below me. Below me, by the way. Chat, did I, front seat question, did I die on the ground? Like, of course I died on the ground, but did I die, like, at the very low? It's dark, I can't see. I don't want to hop off this and have to climb back up. I think I died low. I asked a front seat question, then I went for it anyways. Right there. I see it. Okay. We'll land right here. We're going to sprint over. We're going to grab our ammo. We're going to fuck these things up, and then we're going to win. Reload, 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 reload. I was like, I know there's more, but I can't tell where. Ah! There they are. No, we're out of ammo! Oh my god. Please make ammo. Jesus Christ. I built the wrong thing. Oh boy. Back from an appointment. What did I miss? We're just trying to get power shards. We have a good amount of them. 10 blues, 2 purples, 5 golds. And then I need to head home. Actually, I need to head back to nuclear and plug them into the water machines. But a couple deaths. Not a lot other than that, unfortunately. We're using the homing rifle, so we should chuck some of these in. We should really automate this. But we haven't. Sorry, people are talking about college. So Evo was talking about college dorm, and people are talking about like sleeping situations and stuff, which has made me think about Thinking of colleges is making me think about this TikTok account that I saw this week called the Purdue Pisser. Has anybody heard of the Purdue Pisser before? Probably not. Purdue is a university here in Indiana. An engineer, engineering and agricultural school. Well, a lot of my, like, basically a ton of the rural friends that I grew up with ended up going to Purdue. No, but there's 2 for the university I graduated from. 2 pissers? Wait, do you have a pisser as well, Evo? No way. Is this not a, this is not a Purdue specific thing? I thought this was a Purdue specific thing. I'm kind of bummed. There's this account called the Purdue Pisser, which posts videos of them at night pissing on Purdue iconic locations around campus. Like, not peeing on the, but peeing in, like, the grass or, like, the stuff near it. And every time it has, like, the, like, Dexter audio. Like, Dexter, the TV show, audio from Dexter is generally over it. Which, you know, if you know anything about Dexter, the vibe of the audio is, like, sort of like a serial killer who's pretending that he's, like, very normal and, like, how pained he is to have to sort of, like, fit into everyday conversation and be a normal person. And it's just about pissing on campus instead of killing people. It's the fucking best. Please kill it. Please kill. Oh God, fuck. Please kill it. Please kill it. Please kill it. Die. 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 There you go. Okay, we should get out of here. We got a lot. Let's go home. I'm guessing the Purdue pisser is a guy pissing, not a woman. I don't know. They are standing up to piss, but I don't know that. That's about all I know about the situation. What a time to be alive. I know. All of the comments on the Purdue pisser videos were like, and to think, I may have served him lunch. Like, I may have served them lunch. To think, maybe I sat next to them in Math 101. There's also a Chadron, Nebraska pisser. Maybe I could become the Indianapolis pisser. Maybe this is a career change for me. Don't? I don't like that sound. I don't know what it is, but I don't like it. Oh. Go towards our nuclear plants. The little indie pisser? Wait. Wait a second. Wait a second. I'll admit I didn't master the art of peeing in bushes until my party days began. Cassie, what advice do you have for us if there's a young person out there who wants to learn how to pee in bushes? What advice do you have for us? A young person, they're just getting their partying wings under them. They're, you know, they're at a party. They need to piss. Bathroom's full. It's going to be full a lot of the night. Got that increased drunken need to pee. There's a bush with privacy. What advice do you have for us? Hydrate? That makes the problem worse, I thought. I will say, I could be the Indianapolis pisser because of how much water I drink. I'm like one of the more, I'm in the top, like, I don't know, you know, I'm not trying to glaze myself here, but like I'm in the top 10% of hydrated people in Indianapolis. I believe that. I believe that from my heart. Uh-oh, are we running out? Are we running out of fuel? Always check the terrain first. Avoid slopes. Yes. No, you don't want to slope. No, that'd be terrible. Don't drink too much water either. Got to keep it in balance with your salts. Yeah. You got to get your electrolytes in and all that shit. But I got that part handled. Power shard. Chuck those in there. Boom. Make me power shards. Double the power shards. Aim for the dirt, not your shoes. I've peed in the woods in the streets when going out. There are no water. There are no motherfucking toilets in this city. It's fucking criminal. You know what I love so much about that sentence, Mona? I just love the passion with which you ended it. I've peed in the woods in the streets when going out. And then all of a sudden, the comment takes a turn towards passion. There are no motherfucking toilets in the city. It's fucking criminal. The double fucking there is just like, that's music to my ears. That's a person who cares. That's a person who really cares. Also, exclamation woods. Yeah. That's perfect. I pooped in the woods in an open air rave once. There you go. Speaking of pissing on colleges, there's this brain rock at Iowa that they tell freshmen to touch for good luck before exams. Everyone pisses on it, so they moved it away from the busy college area to prevent that. Oh my god. Name a more iconic duo than American higher education systems and traditions meant to embarrass freshmen. Like, we had one which was like you do a run where you would strip naked and then go streaking around this specific thing on campus and then come back. Except the play was always what? Why? Okay, so I'm gonna introduce you to the concept here. 20-year-olds, egregious amounts of alcohol, high pressure scholastic situation during the week, more freedom and free time than they have ever had to themselves on the weekend. You're going to take all of that. You're going to put it in a big mixing bowl. You're going to give her a good stir. 21-year-olds. 20-year-olds. Is that what I said? 20-year-old children. It's a recipe for disaster. Welcome to the American college educational experience. Oh my god, we're drowning in power shards. This is going to be 37, and then we still have this recipe to go. I can't believe... I am a little amazed that that got a large... oh, these give 10 each. Oh, my God. I'm a little amazed that that got a reaction from you guys. I didn't feel like that was that crazy. No, there's just... It's a thing where, like, you're at a party... You strip naked, you go run around this thing on campus, run back, put your clothes back on. Except the thing is, you would just generally convince your friends to do it, then take their clothes and, like, spread them through the parking lot or, like, spread them through the house or, like... I'm not saying I either did that or participate, like, either did the running or the other part of it. But that is the general... Because I honestly don't think I do think I did the run once, but I don't think I did anything else. But I didn't go to parties. Maybe that's why I'm unfamiliar. I avoided a lot of parties too, but I mean, I guess part of the full story is this was a cross-country house thing, so it was like you know. I guess the running in that part makes sense now. Okay, we finally have enough power shards. We are maybe not producing enough uranium fuel rods, which is a little sketchy. So we should probably go check on that. Power should look amazing, though. Batteries should be full. Batteries are full. Production is way up there. Consumption is way down. Perfect. I guess if you can recall the party, it wasn't that great a party. Oh boy, I do not miss those. I do not miss really drinking at all. All right. Let's head back towards I almost said campus. Let's head back towards the factory. I don't miss all the girls on my freshman dorm floor pre-gaming on Thursday nights. Oh boy. Speaking of drinking, my wife got me a gigantic insulated water bottle for my birthday. That's the most wholesome possible way to start a sentence that starts with, or to end a sentence that starts with, speaking of drinking. That's awesome. That's, I also was going to be like, oh boy. Speaking of drinking. I showed her a link to one the weekend before, asked her opinion. She said, turns out it's the exact one she got you already. That's awesome, Tony. What color is it? I've never really understood drinking. It doesn't even taste good. I mean, I will say, so I think as a person who agrees with your first sentence, I don't think your second sentence is the reason most people enjoy drinking. I think mostly it's not for the taste. I think mostly it's for the social experience and the, you know, altered state of mind and all that shit. Which I'm not saying is a great reason. I think there are some occasional decent reasons to drink, but but also I haven't drank in like I haven't drank in like 2 years, so I'm not the audience for the arguments to be pro drinking, trust me. But I had a hard iced tea yesterday that didn't even taste like alcohol. I had to double check. I do like beer. I like stouts. I haven't drank in 2 years, but I do occasionally drink non-alcoholic beer because I miss we're going to go work on time crystals. I miss the really good tasting. I mean, I miss the taste of beer is I guess just the way to say it. Especially like some IPAs, some stouts. I do not miss like Natty Ice or like Rolling Rock or like the trash beers of my 20s, my young 20s. But it's like any other drug. Unfortunately, the pressure to use alcohol is weird. It is. And it's alcohol's unfortunate in the like pressure to use it is high. The pressure to abuse it is also, I would say the pressure to abuse alcohol is as high or higher than the pressure to use alcohol, which is the craziest part. Especially from like a young American teen perspective. I can't speak to other countries all that well, although it seems like a couple of them also have their issues, but okay, these are the time crystals I'm going to use to do our factory. Excellent. So these are just going to be working forever, which I like. Diamonds are going to be working forever. Diamonds are forever. Midwest loves their bush light. It's gross to me. So where are we? We can finally get back to building on our base. I have on my list that I need to figure out computers. I do need more diamonds for... This is the kind of... Okay, so I should say this once. This is the kind of thing I'm going to let run off camera most likely, is just making time crystals like crazy. The more we can put in here, the more I can upgrade our entire base to Mark 6 belts. That's good for me. That's good for the base. That gets things delivered more aggressively exactly where we need it. That's all good. So I'll probably put another one of these down soon, but they take a lot of power. So I'll probably... Fuck it. Let's do it right now. We should do 4. Oh, I'm missing RCUs. Oh, okay. I can't even build it. Jeff says it depends. I never felt pressure to drink when I was younger. My early 20s were 100% focused solely on making ends meet. So that is probably why. Yeah, I do think it's interesting. Like, to me, I guess what I experienced, which is definitely not what everyone experiences, but what I experienced was some pressure to drink, for sure. A substantial pressure to drink. Not a, like, unresistible by any means. I could have resisted and chose not to. Like, I was very interested in having the freedom that I was not... that getting to drink and party when I was not supposed to be doing it would allow me to do. They're all running. Okay. You guys need summer sloops or something. Holy shit. Power will go from 55 way up, but we could do this if we wanted to. Problem is it takes way more aluminum casing too. But I do think the I should just build more of these. I shouldn't do this power shard ways. This is the way that you get lazy. But I do think America, my instinct, and tell me if you think this is different. I think my instinct is that America has or at least the Midwest, I don't know, has a, like, if you're going to drink, binge drinking is a very acceptable way to do it type of culture. Like, that's the thing I see is, like, if you will drink, it will be a lot of, like, blackout, a lot of, like, very scary kind of stuff. I don't know why that is, though. No one in my friend group drinks. I was missing that peer pressure aspect as well. Yeah. I drank a lot as a, like, 15-year-old. Like, not for very long. Only for about a year. Maybe not even that much. But I was also fucking 15. Like, too young. Wildly too young to be doing that. And, 1, 2... And then I didn't drink until I was like... And then I basically didn't drink until I was like 19. And then I drank hard for like a year. And then I drank very occasionally until I was 28. And then I basically stopped drinking. I did stop drinking. Wasn't that a cool story? Basically, what I was trying to paint there was I had periods where, in adulthood, I had periods where I would like occasionally get a drink, but in my like 15 or 16 area, or when I was 19, just like unhealthy binge drinking type of social situations. Finland definitely has a big drinking culture. There was some pressure to drink, especially in high school. I solved that issue by not having friends. Oh, core memory with me and Cheers is that I tried alcohol and lemonade together for the first time at Disney World. I've never been a drinker. I hate the taste enough. It makes me never want to do it, which is a blessing for my obsessive personality and poor mental health. Yeah, I am very thankful almost every day that, you know, like we have some major addiction problems in my family. Like an addiction is often genetic, and yet alcohol has made me feel like shit my entire life. Sometimes, like, you know, I also got buzzed and like enjoyed that part of it, but I also like my body hated it. Like, I think I was basically having like what could probably be classified as like a big inflammatory response. Like I just like would get hyper dehydrated, like would feel super sore and like terrible, and just generally like lightweight problems. And so when that happens every time you drink, it's like, you know, on the one hand, kind of helpful to not drink as much. Helpful to help to convince you not to drink as much. Okay, we're going to massively increase our RCUs. We're not going to be able to match the output for this, but you try anyways. Probably cheaper for power per item than power sharding, I'm pretty sure. And it's possible these will eventually fill up. We're still getting some aluminum. I know, Evo. Evo, you had an actual, like, severe allergic reaction. Yeah. I bartended at a bar in the city for a while. You can drink in bars at 18 here. Teens would come and have a drink and chill, and it was pretty mild compared to some of the young drinking I witnessed in the U.S. Yeah. I do think there's, and I think this has been studied. I think the, like, raised legal age for drinking in the States at 21 has a sort of, I mean, I'm sure in some ways it, has positive effects, but it also has a sort of like, why do I need these 100 RCUs? I do not remember. It has an effect of sort of like a taboo effect where the thing that is taboo gets interesting. Are you guys all? Oh yeah, you're all working. Okay, this is good. 40 per minute is actually not that much. So all of these are now producing RCUs. So hopefully this fucking helps a little bit. Sammy said I should go look at the hub. I'm going to go do that. I will probably come right back up to here, but we should look at the hub to see where we are. I think that's a great idea. Hi.
Hi, Ryan. I'm going on vacation in a few days, and I can't focus on work, so I might as well hang with my friends.
Might as well. Hi. Hi, Maylee. How's it going? Thanks so much for the 28 months. How are you? Where are you going on vacation? One turbo motor. So sad. Welcome in. Going to Ireland. Whoa. Have you been before? So we need quantum encoding, which we're working on right now. Have, do not have. Have. This is teleports, right? No. This is the thing that allows it. Nope. Yeah, teleports, portals right here. This we've already researched. So we just have these 3 to go. And then we need to do the thing. So the problem is we need to use some of those things to... Like, we need to accomplish them so that we can make the items that we need to deliver. AI expansion servers and ballistic warp drives. So let's do this. Let's grab what we can to research this milestone, see if we can do anything, and then we should also set up storage for the other items, if possible. So supercomputer right there. Chat, did you guys hear that noise? Speaking of drinking, my daughter is still sober since alcohol tried to kill her February of last year. She's doing great. That's amazing, K-Bell. Holy shit, I can't believe it's been a year and a half. Attila did hear it. Okay. You think you heard it? Small little high-pitched beeping? Maybe? Yeah, I need 170 of these. Really quiet? Okay, good. As long as it's not super loud. That's amazing, K-Bell. That's so good. It's not going to be enough. I need 170. We're very proud of her. I bet. I mean, that's huge. That's life-changing. It's literally life-changing. Turbo motors, I think we're pretty slow on, unfortunately. So, go see, though. Let's go see. The other thing we want to look for is nuclear pasta. Pasta and pasta. Turbo motors. You guys are waiting on this RCUs. Probably mostly RCUs. Although you're actually working right now, so we're going to start backing up RCUs. That's exciting. Let's just do a normal splitter here. Into a storage container. And we will do one of these things where we just fill it full of junk. I think that probably right there is good. I think it's probably 200 per, but I don't know for a fact. And we should probably build a couple more of these. We have the power to support this now. And hopefully we have the RCUs to support that. Pat, when's the last time you went to a kid's playground? I'm becoming a playground dad. I'm becoming a, like, you know, my free time, we go to the playground all the time. Ella's obsessed with slot. That's the new thing in the last time I went was the thousands. As of the last week, Ella's obsessed with the slide. She also is obsessed with the other kids at the playground, which is kind of which is made for some awkward interactions. She's just like very, like, you know, she's a kid. She's a tiny. She's a baby who can walk, basically. She has no conception of like when not to walk up to somebody or what not to do. Out of context, that's a wild question. It's only a wild question if you... It's only weird if you think it's weird. So I have found myself having to make a lot of small talk with random people as our children interact. The last week. They don't make slides as tall as they did in the 2000s. Hear me out. It's possible you're just not as short, right? Boyd and I went to different ones around our hometown to see what changed. Wait a second, Evo, are you and Void from the same hometown? Are you guys? Were you guys high school friends that then went to college together? Wait, is that the lore here, Ryan? Middle school? I didn't know that. I just thought you were college friends. Shit. And I feel like I should have known it because Carly said Ryan LOL. We've known each other since preschool. Snap. That's pretty cool. This is the deep lore. This is the deep lore for sure. So we're still missing RCUs for sure. For sure. That'll get us the 200 we need there. Then let's look for nuclear pasta. Nope. Is it pressure conversion cubes? Nope. So it's nuclear pasta. Nuclear pasta. We're already storing it. Let's go. How many do we have in here? Oh my god. We're close to the 1,000. We're already storing it. That's fantastic. I mean, we're 200 away. I've known Danny my entire life. That's not as cool, though. I've known Danny my entire life. And then I think this last thing is maybe biochemical sculptors, which is what we were trying to work on last time, right? Yep. Yep. All right. Let's see if we can't build some biochemical sculptors. We're going to need that. Oh, they're right here. Oh, are they already being built? They are. And they are they already filled? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 800. Okay. So is that 1,000? Nope, that's not 800. That's 400. I can do math. So that's 800. So that's 1,000. Okay, cool. They're already getting made, so that's exciting. Y'all be constructing. Go for it. Go for it. Then we just got to do the 2 things after you. What are biochemical sculptors used in? Nothing. It's just a project part. That's good. So what about this next one? We're probably just waiting on the stuff from the unlock. Snuffles. Uh-oh. Ryan's so much closer than I thought. Snuffles. Uh-oh. 100, 200, 300, 400. Snuffles always makes me so scared. There's 50 in there, but... Comma for something earlier, you don't know when? Uh-oh. Ryan, did I ever tell you about the time I played games with Evo, the roommate, and Void, and they all said it was obvious I was old? That's rude. How was it obvious, though? In what way? In what way? I mean, like, you probably were obvious about it, but what did you do? What? I think it's almost worse that I don't even know. Did you tell them the story about how you used to print out pictures of your Disney Channel crushes and put them on your little Barbie in your Barbie house posters? You pasted them along the inside of the wall. No? And they were like, "What's a Barbie? What's the Disney Channel?" God forbid a girl has whimsy. God forbid a girl has crushes. Wait. RCUs. How's this looking? That's an empty something. And it ain't what I thought it was. Is that empty computers? No. Is it empty crystal oscillators? What's happening here? That's the wrong thing being empty. That's crystal oscillators. Still working, so it's not that empty, but... You're all green, so things are good, but you're about to run out, right? Yeah, so you're still missing all clad aluminum. Okay. So, sorry, aluminum casing. So it's still aluminum casing, but it might eventually also be... Army spans generations. It's true. That was a bad example. It was a really bad example, actually. Aluminum casing. Wait, nope. Aluminum casing, we've determined the issue is just aluminum ingots coming in. Aluminum ingots coming in, we determined was an issue with silica. It looks pretty good right now. There are definitely some gaps, though. What are the gaps for? Pretty good. I don't know that we're going to make that much better right now. Is crystal oscillator, like, not working fast enough? It's missing, like, quartz? Why is there no fucking quartz coming? That's weird. Right? Where's my quartz supply from? Okay. I guess we're going to go check on our quartz supply. Thought it was just a belt right here. Oh boy, it is a belt right there. Where the fuck is our quartz coming from? I mean, this is the slowest production of all time, so it is 4 constructors making quartz crystal. I guess that is pretty slow. Why is it slowed down? Oh no, it's underclocked because these belts are so slow. That's funny. Okay. Well, we'll set it back to normal speed, and then we're going to speed all this shit up. Oh my god, those are Mark II belts. This was so long. This was so long ago. Holy cow. Back when we built this, Mark II was our speed. Or at least it's the speed I decided on for the build. Oh my god, this is the one that comes from all the way over on the other side of the fucking planet. Oh no. Welcome back. I'm being targeted again. Carly, speaking of targeting, can I ask you a question? It's a good start, right? I'm frightened, but sure. So you're into Pokemon Go and Pokemon TCG Pocket now, right? What happened? What got you into these illustrious Pokemon collecting thingies? It's such a weird thing to do, but I guess we're just going to do it. I don't think I will ever need more than a Mark 6 belt. So if we just go and take care of this. The freaks, you know? Yeah. I saw Carly was saying that she's collecting the freaks. The freaks being the Pokemon. I heard some dude did a Pokemon Nuzlocke on stream. I don't think it could possibly have been that. Carly does not respect me enough for that to have been the change. I started Violet and it was a slippery slope. Are you playing Violet? Like still? It's a slippery slope, brother. What if we hit you with a little Mark 3 here? You're at 240 per minute. Never mind. This is just Mark 2. 600. Mark 3. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, we'll never, ever, ever need more again. Your streams influence me. The dingus has influenced me further. Luke. I have it in a week or so. Gotcha. I'm just happy you're playing Pokemon TCG Pocket because we all need... Everybody needs a friend who gets into a collecting game a little bit later than they did. So we can just offload on you all of our shitty cards. You know? And be like... Look at my cool collection I've got. I've played it since day one. Charlie, don't trade with him? No, I want to offload. I want to give you cards. I want to trade. I want a Shuckle card. That's the only card I'm rooting for. It's a weird little... That's a weird little guy. It's a little freak. Shuckle. Oh my god, I'm experiencing... I'm gonna vomit, but that is the fastest way to move around the town. Holy shit. Don't look, chat, but it's crazy. Crouching works too. That probably works better. Yeah, there's no way they could have made belts faster than this. This is too fast. This is the worst roller coaster of my life. I mean, it's a great roller coaster. It's just, it's scary. Okay, we should build a lot more of these. I love roller coasters. Oh man, I am not a roller coaster person. I think we probably ought to honestly tear this shit down. Yeah, we're tearing this shit down. This is not gonna cut it. This is not gonna cut it. We need to build a smelting a situation for this. So I have a blueprint, right? Is it for the... It's a 2-ingredient assembler. Smelter array. I don't have one for just plain old... Instructor. Here and I are huge roller coaster fans. We'll ride over and over. Megan is too. I am... That is not me. I don't know. Something about just being queasy on purpose is like... not my favorite thing in the world. You know? Just something about it. We want it this high? Probably want it this high, right? It never made me very queasy except one, and I hated it. Oh boy. Yeah, I get queasy so easily. That's how I feel about drinking. Yeah. Makes sense. Meanwhile, I'm cool with the spinny stuff and all that, but I don't like heights. Heights I'm pretty cool with. It's the, like, stomach dropping out of your body feeling that I'm less into. I was told roller coasters would break my neck, so for some reason I'm not allowed to ride them. SMH. Yeah, that's crazy, Carly. So for some reason, SMH. It's so weird. So random. Okay, it's way too late game for this, but we are going to establish a blueprint for... smelting. Sorry, for a single item constructor. No, did anybody else have the experience where, as a kid, you're like, I want to be an astronaut. Then you ride a roller coaster and you're like, never mind, I'm good. I was fully like, I loved space as a kid, and I still love space, but I loved space as a kid, and I was like, I am so ready to go to space someday. Oh, I have the stomach of... I have the constitution of a Victorian man. A Victorian child. A sick Victorian child. Never mind. I will be staying on Earth. I wanted to be a teacher until I realized how overstimulating kids are. Oh, man. That's another great way to have your dreams dashed. Eva, would you ever be a professor? Would you ever, like, teach at a higher education? Or secondary education? I was never interested in going to space until I played Kerbal Space Program. For some reason, that was the thing that made it appealing. The problem of it, maybe? Dude, Kerbal Space Program is fucking awesome. I think this is going to work, but I don't know for a fact. I wouldn't mind higher education. No, like, crazy burning interest in it, though. What did you want to be when you were a kid? I definitely had moments where I wanted to be an astronaut. I definitely wanted to be a writer. I wanted to be a librarian. Carly says Evo does have teacher energy, in my opinion. Carly, please explain yourself. I'd love to hear you put into words what that means to you. Evo has teacher energy. I'd love to hear... Luke agrees. Luke, I'd love to hear in your words what that means. I've never dreamed of labor is an amazing comment, Catilla. Evo is super patient and good at explaining things. What's the word? Backstep? Luke is like backpedaling. That's what it's called. Backpedal, backpedal, backpedal. One time I offhandedly said, I don't know how nuclear energy works. Evo spent a half hour explaining it and sent sources. That's amazing. That is amazing. I've never dreamed of labor is so good, too. Wait, where is it? Should be in here, right? Instructor. Down here. Done. Instructor line. Does it line up, though, is what I kind of want to know. Build mode auto connect. This is the moment of truth. It's hard to tell. That lines up. Oh, I did not do any power lines. Whoops. Evo's smart and cool and also nice. I do think they'd be a good teacher. Dang, I was really trying to throw you guys underneath the bus here, and you guys all turned it into compliment hour. Wow. Compliment hour. One, two, three, four, five. Ooh, that's awkward. 5 is not great numbers for this. Gonna make it ugly. Sorry, Ryan, we like our friends. Yeah, how fucking dare you? Nerds. My mom never pressured me to become a doctor or lawyer. She just wanted me to be a flight attendant so she could get flying benefits. That did not happen. But I do work as a product designer in the airline industry, but as a contractor. So, sorry, Mom, no flying benefits. I love that. What a funny and kind of lovely, like, my wish for my child. I wish that they would get those sweet, sweet airline benefits. Hi, OctaClink. How's it going? Okay, so what do we got here? That's the wrong... That's what we need. Instructor line to here. We got auto connect on. If we... That auto connects at all three. Perfect. Done. Then I just need to power between the two. Perfect. And we can take this to somewhere else that has power. I don't know where that would be. Right there. Okay, these are turned on. They currently don't have a recipe. Did anyone see the moon eclipse or whatever? No, I didn't know there was one. Those airline benefits are pretty good, though. We're using a relative's benefits to turn a 2.6K trip to a $500 one. Oh. We're, you know, what's going on with Southwest? They're like completely changing their system up, right? Megan and I have flown Southwest forever. We need to make quartz crystal here. And that is, like, a huge change they're making. I think there's, like, no more free bags. Like, no more of their weird, boarding system. Southwest is always a little outlier, though, you know? Oh my god, I didn't even build foundations underneath you guys. Oops. Is it assigned seating? Is that what it is? Yeah. I think it's assigned seating. No more, like, weird boarding in order. I'm about to get myself stuck down here. There we go. Okay, let's do this. Put a little merger on you. Is it ugly? Yes. Does it work? Yes. So it's not ugly. We do need to put a little bit in the dimensional depot. I think you were going right here. I think this was the path. Every airline is like this, Ryan. It's not just Southwest. They make the tickets seem cheap until you book it and realize you have to upgrade to even pick a seat. Oh, yeah. I think the change that is like... No, I did not feel like Southwest was, like, inherently different. I did feel like we were sort of getting away with something by having a Southwest credit card and using the Southwest credit card benefits for a while. I feel like that was the thing that is also changing, and in a way that is like, I feel like we're, which is, you know, I'm not upset about it. I'm not like saying how dare they. I'm saying the end of an era. The end of an era. I feel like the Southwest credit card was kind of goated for a while. Okay. That should be enough of that to solve whatever random problem we were having. I really don't think we need that much quartz crystal. But now let's check on how we're doing on the things we were going to put in the hub. Supercomputers and turbo motors. The no assigned seat thing always stressed me out so much. My anxiety hates not having control. Okay, so hear me out. I see your no control equals anxiety, and I raise you Megan's method, which is that for years, here's how Megan and I have traveled. We flew Southwest basically only. We had the Southwest credit card. So I think it's like 2 free bags per person checked, so that was great. Seating on Southwest, if you check in 20, you know, you can start checking in for your flight 24 hours before your flight took off. So, Megan would set a timer on her phone 24 hours before. You would log on. You would get us our boarding. So the earlier you check in, the better boarding spot you get. The better boarding spot you get, you basically get your pick of where you sit on the plane. We get a super early boarding spot most of the time. And occasionally people would pay for the upgrade so that they could actually prioritize where they were sitting, which is fine. That happens. We weren't going to do that. But we would generally board the plane in the first 60 people, 30 people, probably most of the time. She gets an aisle seat. I get the middle seat, or she gets a window seat. I get the middle seat beside her. Sometimes we get lucky and our row wouldn't fill up. Sometimes not. But the no control thing is awesome if you have a person in your life who is like dedicated to checking in 24 hours, not 23 hours and 59 minutes before, but 24 hours before directly every single time. It was great. It was so good. Megan was so good at it. It's not, And to be clear, it was probably unhealthy because Megan has the type of anxiety which is like the more control she gets, the more in control her anxiety is. But then all of a sudden, we're backpacking on a trip in the Grand Tetons in Wyoming. We don't have service. Meg can't check in on her flight. She spends the next 2 hours of our hike. We spend the next 2 hours of our hike trying to check in with no service. Finally get checked in. We're like C60. We're like, well, I guess we're not even going to sit together on this flight. This isn't going to work. We're fucked. Et cetera, et cetera. You know, it works. Meg's anxiety is amazing because when it works, it works. Like her executive function, when it works, it is killing the game. We have 167, which is we needed 163. Perfect. A free-for-all is precisely what Southwest was doing. Some people liked it, but in my opinion, it was terrible if you ever don't get your first pick of seat and have to ask people to sit with them. Yeah, I honestly don't think it was that bad. I am amazed that they kept it up for so long because I think, like, it was kind of a miracle that it worked. But I honestly kind of think it worked. I'm sure it depended a lot on, like... I'm sure it worked better. I needed more than that. I needed 200. In some places than in others, etc. Like, I'm sure no one was more annoyed about Southwest's seating situation than the flight attendants who were dealing with it and solving problems and all that shit, but it was basically a game, and if you were interested in playing the game and playing it well, like Megan, you could win at the game. But I'm not surprised to see it go by the wayside. I mean, I'm not interested in playing, totally. Boarding earlier is risky because then a random person can sit next to you and tell you about their multi-level marketing scheme. Boarding later is better. So here's my thought: boarding later or boarding earlier, chat, on an airplane. What do you think? What's your take? Beautiful. Hit that big red button. Quantum encoding.
Milestone reached. This is not a competition, but other pioneers, such as 83CKY and U531355, had already completed project assembly by this point. Fixit was obviously wrong about you, but perhaps so was I.
Was that Leet?
Regardless,
Useless and Becky?
you have finally unlocked the quantum encoder, which requires vast fluctuating power and excited photonic matter to produce highly complex parts. Do not make the same mistakes managing the resulting dark matter residue as you did other byproducts. Project part number 11, the AI expansion server, is now your highest priority. Galaxy-wide project management is taxing to even the most advanced among us, especially those who have to manage the less advanced. Like kittens and puppies, who are definitely still waiting for you to save them.
Who are definitely still waiting. I used to be like Megan, but now I deal with my anxiety by throwing money at it for upgrades or driving instead of flying. Megan just has the worst case of, like, travel, like, not the worst case. And it's one of those weird ways where anxiety is helpful, right? Megan is, like, an excellent test taker. Megan is excellent at understanding, like, systems with rules because she is anxious about them. And so she puts a lot of effort into understanding them and to benefiting from them. And so she's really good at it. I tend to be more, like, laid back, more go with the flow, which means I have less smooth. I often have less smooth, like, boarding and all of that stuff, packing and less, like, perfect itineraries. But I also am not, like, jarred by interruptions to that or anything like that. I feel like I feel like for a plane, early boarding is better. But only in a situation where you can sit at the front of the plane. Early boarding is better, but only in a situation where you can also exit the plane earlier because you boarded earlier, aka the old Southwest style, or like if you board early, you sit towards the front of the plane, you can leave the front of the plane easier. I also think boarding early is great when you have two people. Not great when you have one. Not important when you have one person. If you're flying alone, board late. You can sit anywhere. If you're flying, if you're boarding early with two people, very nice to board early, make sure everything is settled. You know, the chaos of trying to board late with two people is just annoying. Blueprint Designer Mark III is probably what we should go for. We can do everything here other than neural quantum processors, which we're going to have to figure out in this quantum encoder in just a second. Be great if we could get on board with high-speed trains in the States. Here we are, but here we are. But here we are. Okay, so... we just unlocked quantum encoders. Was there a single other thing on there? There's dark matter residue, which is a liquid, which is going to be the problem of it. Quantum encoder is the machine. Power usage extremely unstable. So let's just go down this list, because this is the way I like to do it. Dark matter residue. Okay, hold up. Dark matter residue is made from wait. Dark matter residue is used in... Okay, hold up. We're going to have to put our brain around this. Add a kid to the mix, things get more stressful. It's true. Have you flown with L already? I have, yeah. We have. We've been lucky. We've flown a couple times. And we're in October, we're going to fly... Well, actually, once in late September and once in October. No, one of those trips we're not taking her, actually. Never mind. I'm flying with her in like 2 weeks. So I've never flown with a toddler. I've flown with a baby and a little bit older of a baby. And now we have a toddler, and I'm fucking terrified. I'm fucking scared. Carly moved from Pennsylvania to Florida via Amtrak. I didn't know that. Used the Amtrak for the move. What went wrong? It left a lot to be desired. What went wrong? Particle accelerator to make dark matter crystal. This is just diamonds, which is a bunch of coal, 20 to 1. And then dark matter residue. Sorry, dark matter residue. Which is produced as a byproduct, or I can make it directly via reanimated SAM to make dark matter crystal. But then dark matter crystal can also be shoved back into synthetic power shards with quartz crystal with excited photonic. We have to figure out how to make this. It's just made? It's just made from what? Nothing? In a converter? What? Superposition oscillator is this thingy. Excited photonic matter and dark matter crystal. So this is all like looping on itself in interesting ways. Excited photonic matter. AI expansion server. This is what we need for the thing. Takes magnetic field generators. Maybe we should start with neural quantum processors. What does that take? Those are mostly things I can make. God damn it. Minus the... Oh boy, this is interesting. What do I do with you? Excited photonic matter is essential for all production processes in the quantum encoder, formed in the converter by inducing intense photon interactions through exposure to SAM in a high energy environment. Do I know what a converter is? This thing. Okay, yeah. So you're telling me one of these just makes? I'm missing RCUs. I can't even make it. It was December in the middle of the night. They gave our accessible seats away. No, they weren't going to let us on the train until my mom threatened to call the news. So we had to spend 18 hours essentially sitting in the aisle. Our accessible van was already on the way to Florida. They didn't take us. If they didn't take us, we would have been completely stranded. Holy shit. Wow. That's nuts. I have 0 RCUs again, so we should probably just figure that out before we do anything else. I might have to get off here in a couple minutes anyways. And the reason we don't have any of this is just the usual. These things are slow to make. Probably a good place to put at least a couple of these summer sloops for now. Waiting on aluminum casing, which is waiting on aluminum ingots. Oh, it takes 4 per machine to make these. God damn. If you're gonna summer sloop something, I think you should probably also power shard it so that it's going quicker and going faster to make more of them. And this thing is now making 10.9 per minute, where before it was making 2.5. Still not a lot different for the cost, but... How many summer sloops are out there on the map? 3 in that area alone. 4 in this area. It's not that many, though. It's really not that many. Not a crazy number. 6. I mean, this aluminum is just a problem, huh? Although it's not the only problem. Something else. Is this oscillator still? Oscillators is still maybe not being made fast enough. I can't tell. It's weirdly caught like halfway through the belt. By the way, since you're trying to finish in 10 days, do you know what exactly beating the game means? What do you need to get done? My assumption is that I need to, right now in the upper right-hand corner, there are 4 items with numbers listed beside them. I need to put all of those items into our space elevator and shoot it into space, and I think that's basically it. I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but that's my thought. So I need to think about this real quick. What are some things I might end up doing off camera before Wednesday to make this even better? I'm probably going to end up upgrading a shit ton of stuff to Mark 6, including our train stations. That might involve like rebuilding. So just a small disclaimer, if you're watching this and you're like, Ryan, you're not going to make it. I might not. But I may spend some time off stream doing stuff that is uninteresting, aka like ramping up our aluminum scrap production or our silica production and our trains that have both of those. So that on camera I can do more interesting things. It's just like basically copying and pasting down things we've already built, but I may even collect some summer sloops or something off camera. We'll see. Probably not, but there's a possibility. Right now where we're at is basically needing... We have like no RCUs. Let me just double check that this is... Yeah. I mean, we have tin in this thing, but I don't know why. We should just break this thing down. None in here. It's just the overflow. They're being produced so slowly. And it's not computers either. It's the other stuff. We should have more of these machines running. We have 8, and we probably should have more. We have 8 machines. Only probably 5 of them are running. Might be like blueprints. Well, this will just be the end of the tutorial. It might be. It might be. I may not be as close as I think I am to done. So we'll see. I don't know. I could be farther away than I think. Don't know. Hard to tell. But this is probably actually a decent place to call it in just a second. At least we have enough power. I'm pretty sure we have enough power. We should check on that. To see what... If we have enough power, then we can leave the... Yeah, we do. Still making 45,000 megawatts, which hopefully means our uranium fuel rods are keeping up. Then we could potentially leave the factory running overnight or something to like make a shit ton of a material that we would need. So cool. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause here for stream today. And we're going to come back tomorrow. Or sorry, we're going to come back Wednesday. And work on another... We have the power that we need, and we got one of the phases done. Sorry, one of the tiers done. One of these. Milestones, not tiers. Tiers are this. I am a little bit nervous that there are 9 tiers, but technically it's 10 tiers, right? Because it starts with... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Technically it's 10 tiers. It starts with tier 0 instead of tier 1. That's good. There you go. Yeah, we're going to have to figure out unlocking the others of these, but maybe we work on this one so we can make a portal. I don't know. That's a problem for Wednesday. Cool. I'm going to call it there. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Yeah, Evo's killing it with the dockets. It's true. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you guys. It was good to be back. It was so good to be back. Good to be back and just on our bullshit, talking about random stuff. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for all the love and the fun convos. And I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying something on YouTube. If you're watching either Blueprints or Majora's Mask or Silksong or something from the backlog. And if not, we're going to play some Chill Satisfactory for about a week and try and bang our head through a brick wall to finish this game. Bye, Streamer Dingus and Chat Dinguses as well. Bye, Dinguses. Bye, Dinguses. Y'all are the dingus, not me. I'll talk to you later. Bye.